Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, a 5th edition's Dungeons & Dragons podcast, and this is our Humblewood one-shot. Let's jump right in. Located on the eastern shore of Everdeen, the Humblewood is nestled between the Crest Mountains to the north and the Talon Grip Coast to the south. It seems not too dissimilar to forest, to which you might already be familiar. Tall, powerful trees, their branches stretching far above, seem to nearly reach the height of a small mountain and create a dense canopy under which rare flora and fauna abound. Woodland creatures grow to unusual sizes and bear markings and patterns unique to this region. The wood is also home to two groups of animal-like humanoids known as birdfolk and humblefolk. In the early days of their civilization, the birdfolk and humblefolk lived together in small communities to safeguard themselves from the fierce band of brigands and marauders known as the Bandit Coalition. The birdfolk built fortified cities in the forest's dense canopy and founded a skilled military force called the Perch Guard. The Perch Guard fought in tandem with the ground-dwelling humblefolk, and together they were able to push back the coalition and secure their cities and towns. The communities enjoyed a golden age of peace and prosperity, and over time the birdfolk culture spread, and the capital city of Alderheart became the most politically influential location in the entire wood. This golden age was not to last. They never do. And it was only a short time after Alderheart was established that a massive and devastating fire swept across the wood. The Great Calamity, as it came to be known, burned so fiercely that to this day, the hardest hit area is left scarred and barren. This area is known as the Scorched Grove, and it's a large tract of land northwest of the forest surrounding Alderheart. It's an arid field of ash and is known to contain several types of strange, inhospitable creatures. The Scorched Grove is kept under the watchful eye of the Tenders, an organization of druids and mystics. The Tenders dedicate their lives to monitor and heal the grove. Set up in conclaves around the wood, the druids and mystics are often called upon to provide aid whenever forest fires strike or other natural disasters threaten the wood and its inhabitants. Recently, the number and ferocity of fires has increased and are raging through the woods once again with a fury that no one in this generation or the one before has ever seen. Many of the displaced from their homes have sought refuge in Alderheart. It has been many years since the two folk worked alongside each other to secure their communities from the dangers of the bandits, and this new influx of humblefolk to the capital city has only raised tensions between the Perch and the ground dwellers. As fear and turmoil rises in the woods, so too does the Bandit Coalition. Danger seems to fill every corner of the wood, and humble hearts sing into the night to the great rhythm for salvation. For heroes. Today we are joined by Gorse.
Hello.
Avery.
Hello.
And Beeee.
Hi.
Beeee, you are snuggled, warm, and asleep, but you're having really strange dreams. It's flashes of something hot, and then fireballs raining down from the sky, and there's the roar of thunder, and swarms of something fiery is swooping down from the sky toward you, and you wake up with a start in a camp that you set off in the woods in an unfamiliar place, and you look around, and you don't see Mocha or anybody that you know, and you're in a bedroll, which is certainly not your norm.
I look down on my body and I notice that I have hands.
And it is daylight, and you get out of the bedroll, you look around, and you can hear the sounds of civilization not very far from where you're camped. You're apparently right outside a small village. Do anything?
I walk up to the window of my little camp. Okay, so I stand up and I squint my little bird-like eyes into the distance, and I see that town. And I'm right now really confused because I thought I was just an African gray.
All right, so you're gonna gather up your things and head towards the little village.
Oh, I'm scared. Can I pray first?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I hope my name is still
You
Beeee,
feel like it is still Beeee.
And okay, and I hope that I still have some memories of cleric abilities.
Yeah, you feel like
even okay, and then I start praying to a god whose name I forgot, if I have a god.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, and then I go, God, I don't remember your name, and I don't know who I am, and I don't know where I am, but I thought I was an African Grey. What is going on? God, please answer me.
All right. You don't get a verbal answer, but you do. Your memories are starting to come back to you. You know, you worship Ardea. She's known as the Dawn Mother. She's a beautiful crane with large golden wings, and you start to, the fog of sleep starts to lift, and you remember you're Beeee. You live in the Humblewood. You've been traveling around from village to village, just trying to check in on different groups, because you know there's been a lot of fires lately, and you're just trying to, get your feet on the ground, get the pulse of the wood. Make sure that you can help.
Oh, okay. Okay, so all that mocha African Grey stuff was a nightmare then.
It was very vivid, though.
Okay, I'll head down the village. The village seems very familiar now.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
You remember, you were heading towards Meadowfen.
Walking.
Is the name of it. You didn't realize that you'd camped right outside it. If you'd known you were that close, you would have tried to find an inn. But you were just so tired when you went to sleep.
It must have been very dark.
Oh,
it was.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't see the village. Okay, so now I am walking towards that little village.
Alrighty. Gorse and Avery, you are already in Meadowfen. This has been your home for a little while now. And it's been a little stressful in the village. There was some smoke off to the west, and several village members went off to investigate over a week ago, and they have not come back.
Oh, no.
And as you kind of are lingering around the town square, hoping for some news or maybe even a chance to prove your own grit, you see an African Grey looking cleric wandering into the town. Kind of looks like she's maybe talking to herself a little bit, but
Avery, it's been a week since those villagers like Bob and Susie went missing. What should we do?
Well, first, I feel like we should head off this new stranger. I'm not sure I trust her.
Oh, she might be the cause of all the fires. Yeah.
Let's go talk to her.
Yeah, we're muscle. We walk up together, shoulder to shoulder, to the African Grey, and we say, "You're new in town."
Yes.
Suspicious glare.
I was supposed to come here on a mission to check out the smoke.
We're going to need a little more than that.
Well, I just woke up 10 minutes ago. I had my camp over there, and I can't quite remember too much. but I know that I have dreams of another world.
Hey, Avery, come here.
Yeah.
And Avery and I back off. And we're like both really low intelligence players, right?
That's not a very nice way to put that, but okay.
I am. Our characters are. So I'm like, hey, she looks strong. I bet if we took her with us, she's really weird though, but like, I bet if we took her with us, we can go adventuring and fight monsters.
Okay, but how do we check her out first?
It's a good point.
Let's
check out her camp.
Maybe there's a village elder here too. Maybe we introduce her. Village elder's probably real smart. We can have her...
You can do an insight check.
Yeah, us do insight checks.
We don't trust ourselves. Yeah. If
maybe the village elder can help verify that she has good intentions.
Mary, the skunk.
Yeah,
skunks have good noses. She can sniff out if this new person is good or not.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Bee, as you're watching this hedge folk and raptor fighter-looking fellow turn and mumble to one another, peering occasionally back over their shoulders at you, there is a commotion in the town square as a wounded Strigg woman limps towards you guys and towards the home of the elder, and she's kind of staggering, and people are gasping, and oh no, what's happened? And
oh no, Susie's injured.
And
I rush towards her. Come on.
You think it's Susie, but it's actually Kara.
Oh.
Oh no!
They're twins.
They're twin sister.
What do we do? Do we have a healer?
Yeah, and she catches herself on the edge of the well that's right there by the elder's home, and she's bloodied, and her tawny feathers are singed and speckled with just ash and soot, and her eyes just look almost vacant. She's so worn out, like it's taken everything she had to get back, and she's one of the villagers that went to check out the smoke to the northwest, and she's a little disoriented, and
Avery and I would totally both get one of her arms and help her towards the bar, because that's the safe place.
No, she says, I need the elder.
Okay, we're going to Mary.
We take her towards the elder.
Yeah, we help carry her, because Avery's super strong.
Bee, come along with us.
Okay. Can I heal her?
Yeah, we don't trust you yet. If Mary
heal?
says you can, yeah.
Why don't you trust me, man? I don't like this.
You dream of another place.
Just come along with us first.
Okay, I stagger behind with like a little pout on my face.
Okay. All right. Mary, open your door. It's Susie. She's injured.
Isn't it someone else? You thought it was Susie, but
I didn't find that out in character.
Okay.
The Strigg woman that you're helping, she's like, no, Susie, she didn't make it.
No. Cross Susie off.
But I must speak with the elder. We're all in grave danger. The grove, it's taken an entire town. And about this time, the door to the elder's home swings open, and there's Mary, the skunk, and she looks very concerned, and her eyes are wide with panic, and her wrinkly old skunk face seems very concerned, and she goes, oh, come in, right away. And there's other villagers that are like starting to crowd around, and she's like, no, you all back to what you were doing. She needs to be able to breathe. You three, bring her in and lay her down on the couch over there.
Okay.
We bring her in and do so?
Yes. I set her gently on the couch, tucking her in like her leg was falling off the couch. I lift it up and I put it on the couch, like that'll make her better.
Mm-hmm.
Mary will look at you, Bee, and be, stranger, you're a cleric, yes?
Yes, I am.
Go fetch her some water, and then come straight back.
I run out of the building, and I look around, and I don't really remember.
There was a well
the
right
area
beside the...
okay,
Yeah.
there's a well.
Yeah.
And then I rush to the
And
well.
the people are all around are like, what's going on? Who was that? Is she okay? And so you're having to like kind of dodge around them.
Yeah. And then I get to the well,
Mm.
and there's a bucket.
Yeah, it's standard well operating procedure.
Okay.
You're able to.
I try to bring down the bucket, but I'm kind of a little bit clumsy. I've never done this before because I'm just
You're still frazzled.
New to having hands.
new to having hands. Yeah, what is this? The bucket drops, and then there's some water here and some splashing, and then I turn the thingy, and it brings up the bucket.
Yep.
And then I have a bucket, and I have no cup. Did the guy give me a cup to go fetch water?
There's a little
What?
ladle on the bucket. You can
There's
just
a-
bring the whole thing in.
Okay,
It's a panicky moment.
the whole bucket.
Yeah,
or
you
just
can unhook it. Just bring the whole bucket.
okay. I unhook it, and I hope no one else needs water in the time that I stole this bucket. I unhook the bucket, and I carry it with my hands back to the building. And then I go, here, I got the water.
So does anybody want to try to give Kara any medical attention while she's sipping the water?
Well,
I have cure wounds.
Okay, you can do
Okay.
that.
I touch her, and I see that she's been scorched all over her body. I'm assuming there was a fire. And I my touch heals the person 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Mhm.
So I'll roll a die. 7.
Awesome. All right. Well, she's her feathers are still singed, and she's still dirty and stuff from what's happened. But her eyes clear up. She obviously regains a lot more energy. You can tell her movements are now less stiff, and she's not cringing in pain. So you've done her a whole lot of good. Mary pats you on the shoulder and says, "Very, very well done, child. Thank you." And then turns to Kara on the couch. "It's very clear you've endured much, my child." And Mary motions for you three to move closer so that you can hear everything. And she says, and I know you're tired, and this was obviously a very rough thing that you've just gone through, but we need to know what happened out there and what happened to everyone. And Kara sits up, takes a deep breath, and a big gulp of the water that you brought in, just straight from the bucket. She just holds it up and just like downs a big bunch of it. And she goes, "Okay. Oh, it is not good. It is not good at all. The fires from the scorched groves, they spread down the hillside to the town of Ashbarrow, and it razed it to the ground. It's not there anymore. And the roads, they're so full of bandits. I barely escaped. Everybody else, the citizens of Ashbarrow, my companions from here, they weren't so lucky. I don't know if the bandits captured everyone, or if the fire took them. It was chaos, and it was insane. We can't handle this. This is beyond us.
Ashbarrow's in ashes, huh?
It is. It's gone. It's not even, you can't even tell it's there anymore. And Mary steps back and kind of wraps her tail around her feet as she's pondering, and she taps her chin and she says, "Yes, we're going to have to appeal to the Birdfolk Council for help. That's, if the fires make their way here, many will lose their lives. This cannot happen. We're going to need the Perch Guard." And she turns to you three. I hate to ask this of you all. I know you've not been able to venture outside of our village very often or very far, but you might be the only ones capable. Everyone here is mostly farmers or crafting folk.
I need you to go to the Alderheart and speak with the Birdfolk Council and appeal to them. Let them know of Ashborough's destruction and the bandit activity and plead with them to send the Perch Guard to defend us.
All right.
Yep. Writing this down on a notepad. Elderheart, speak to Bird Council, get Perch Guard. Quest added to quest log.
All right. Elder,
Yes, my child.
can we trust this newcomer? What do you think?
Mary comes over to Bee and walks around her, kind of leans in and sniffs her a little bit.
Skunks have such good noses.
I'm standing as still as I could.
And I believe so.
That's good enough for me.
She was quick to help, and she followed my directions promptly.
And I relieve a sigh of relief.
And she does not smell of smoke or flame.
Elder Mary has never steered us wrong.
This music plays, and you see it pop up on your screen that says B has been added to party.
All right. All right,
Hey,
Bee,
Bee.
you're officially one of us.
I walk over,
Yay.
and I shake her hand. I'm Gorse.
Hi, Gorse. I'm Bee.
And for our audio listeners, what does Gorse look like? What is BC in here? I've given a slight description, but let's go deep.
Gorse is a 3.5-foot tall hedgehog with many spines on my back. I have a normal hedgehog face, and normal hedgehog ears, and I'm just 3.5 feet tall. Defying the conventions of hedgehogness in Nikamui, but quite normal for this land.
Avery gives a curt nod. He is a minstrel raptor, looks about like most of the bird folk, covered in feathers. You can see that he has scars crisscrossing over his face and body, decked out in weathered leather gear, and you can see the handles of several swords and other weapons poking out over his back.
Oh, we're both spiky. High five.
It's like your buddy aesthetic. Okay. So you guys are going to head out from Meadowfen on the road towards Alderwood, which is the capital of the Humblewood.
First, I'm going to ask
or
Kara.
Alderheart. Sorry, Alderheart.
Kara, I gotta know. How's Bob?
I really don't know. I'm the only one that made it out. Maybe the bandits got Bob?
We have to save Bob. Okay, added to quest. Rescue mission. Rescue Bob. Bob, hedgehog.
Alrighty. And you guys have heard a lot about the bandits in the area. Long ago, when the Humblewood was new and the civilization was new, there was a bandit coalition that just ransacked the countryside until the bird folk and the humble folk combined forces and were able to start defending all these little communities. And so for a long time, the bandit coalition kind of faded into the background and was more just little marauding parties, easily contained and controlled and defeated. But with the forest fires kicking back up, and it's been hundreds of years since the Great Fire that swept across the western side of the land. And recently there's been an uptick in the fires. With that, there has also been an uptick in the bandit coalition activity. Like, it's reformed, it's getting new members, it's pumping up its numbers again. So this is all stuff that you've picked up, heard about, maybe even daydreamed about going and taking out. Maybe even toyed with the idea periodically of how cool it would be to be a bandit.
No. Oh, no.
Roaming around. Just daydreams.
How cool it would be to arrest bandits.
Yeah. Maybe earn your place in the Perch Guard, if that were your fancy.
Speak for yourself, Gorse. These scars came from somewhere.
Cuddling a hedgehog?
No.
All right. I am going to do a history check on where the Bird Council Elderheart may be.
And I assist.
Do you know where stuff is?
I have high history, and sometimes I remember random things, okay?
Ah.
In fact, what is this? I think I have a map.
Okay, so I'll roll twice. I have a -1 in history. That's not good.
All right, what'd you get?
I have a 7 overall with advantage.
Okay.
So I'm like that macho guy who is trying to remember something, anything about the Elderheart.
Yeah,
All
my
right.
history is also -1.
I say out loud,
Well-
I don't know if I know where the Elderheart are.
All right, well, let's see. B, what do you get?
What? I need to roll.
Because you have a map, right?
I do have a map. I rolled an 8, but I have a +5 for history.
It's a little bit better than -1.
8 plus 5 is 13.
Okay, and Avery, just in case.
Just in case. All right, well, I have a -1, and I'm going to roll. I rolled a 12, so 11.
Avery and Gorse are so glad that B is here.
Yeah. You
With a
both
map that I
definitely
found in my
act like
pocket.
you know where it's at as you're packing and like telling the elder that you've got this, you're going to take care of it. B, yeah, you still got a little bit of that weird foggy morning haze in your brain, but you're like, no, oh, that's right, I've got a map. And you roll it out, and there's a main road that leads from Meadowfen. It looks like you're going to pass through Winnowing Reach and continue northeast. As long as you stay on that main road, it should take you straight to Alderheart.
Great. I convey this information to my party members.
But you do know it's going to take a few days at least.
Oh, a few days. I grab a sleeping bag, an outdoor sleeping bag.
Yep, you all got that. I do have a
Explorer's
Pack.
+4
foot?
to survival, so I think we should have some good, can I use that skill towards navigating through the woods?
Absolutely.
All right.
That is the perfect skill for that.
All right.
I'm so glad you're both here. I say, unable to navigate or survive in the woods.
All right. You set off.
All right, heading northeast, going down the path.
You've never seen a hedgehog skip before today.
And it's adorable.
Your spines rustle as they...
Yes. Clickety clackety clickety skip.
Mm-hmm. Do any of them fall off as you go?
Yes, and I have unlimited darts.
Yes, you do.
Until you're fully naked.
Aw.
Not that many. I'm not bald yet.
Can you imagine the battle that you would have to get in to use all of your darts?
I'm thinking of
Did it grow back?
hedgehog
over
growth rate
time.
minus
yeah.
dart consumption rate accumulation is.
Oh, I don't think it would happen. That'd be ridiculous. It'd be funny. But I don't think the viewers want to listen to a battle that long. Or listeners. Anyway.
What does a naked hedgehog look like?
You go down the road for a few hours, getting to know one another, and
So, B, where are you from?
Oh my god, why are you asking me that question? Let's just continue with the
Our
story.
friend is weird.
That's a very basic question.
Avery and I are from Meadowfen.
Yeah, kind of.
We've known
travel
each other
around a
for
bit,
years.
But basically from there.
We high five.
Yeah.
High five. Yeah.
Ow! Ugh.
My hands aren't spiky.
Yeah, you got a few.
yeah, B, you don't remember exactly, but you're just like east, like so east. Just east and keep going east.
Somewhere east. Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, what was your thing about hands?
I have these dreams where, and those dreams seem so real, where I'm just an African gray, and I'm like 1 foot tall, if you round up.
You
And
mean like the
I
actual bird, not the bird folk?
Oh, do both
Yes.
exist?
Huh.
don't know. The dream seems so real. So I guess, but I'm here now with hands, so it must not be real. Unless this is the dream.
No,
Someone pinched me.
You don't want to go back to not having hands.
Avery punches her.
Gorse just laughs.
What are your all's passive perceptions?
14. Oh, and I talk to bugs. So as we go along,
Nice.
I am popping some in my mouth and chatting with
14.
others.
I was gonna say
Is
that's
that-
awesome.
Is that 10 plus the modifier of perception?
I believe so.
Or then mine says 10.
14.
Yeah, we're both very perceptive.
Very good. So you're still
so
trying
hazy.
to like describe where you're from and your dreams. You're kind of talking with your hands a lot now that you're aware of them. So you're not fully paying attention to your surroundings. Gorse and Avery, though, you see something coming up on the road ahead of you. You see what looks like a small handcart, and beside it, 3 hooded figures who are gesturing wildly at a crumpled body on the ground. And you see a 4th figure leaning against a nearby tree.
Low int, high
One
dex.
of the-
Got it. I know how I react to this.
What?
One of the hooded figures goes to the cart and unceremoniously starts like sifting through it, throwing stuff out, and
Bandit.
That looks like Bandit. All right, B, you ready? I punch her in the shoulder because she doesn't look like she's seen anything.
And then I go, what? And then I look around and I see
Bandit up ahead.
Bandits.
Yep.
All right, hey, Avery, do you want to go on the left and I'll go on the right and we will velociraptor them in the middle?
Are there trees up ahead?
yeah, there's trees on both sides of the road.
What do you say we sneak up into the trees,
Yeah,
glide down, so we can get a like an advantage
that
attack?
sounds great. I will flying leap from the tree branch. I'm a hedgehog. I don't glide, but yes.
Perfect. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do a stealth check as I try to hide in the cover on the right. And I point to Ava. I'm like pointing at my 2 eyes, and I point on the left. I'm like, go.
Perfect. And I have advantage on stealth. 18.
I don't have advantage, but I have a +4 to my 9, so 13.
13. And B, what are you gonna get?
I'm new to biting here, so I just prepare my mace in my hands, put on my shield, and I just stand there.
All right. Are you trying to be sneaky or you're just preparing?
I didn't get the memo about being sneaky,
Gotcha.
so I'm just standing there with my mace in my hands.
Alrighty. Let me-
Maybe we want to have the tree that I'm climbing up beside all of this. Maybe have B stay down at the bottom of the tree behind the trunk, so that she can come out after I glide down.
Yeah. I point to my eyes, and I
Okay.
point to B, and I
So
point to
you're-
that tree.
Yeah.
And
Like,
I
stay
noticed
behind the
that,
trunk.
and I
Come out when I glide
take a
down.
couple steps closer to the trunk, and I'm like, okay.
Okay. As you guys are getting set up in your positions, you can tell that the 3 strangers, or 3 figures that were around the body on the road, have the pointed faces of the Mapache, which are raccoon faces under their hoods. 2 appear to be male and 1 female. They're wearing worn leather, and they each have short swords. They don't seem to notice you as they're digging through and kind of still harassing the figure on the ground.
Excellent.
The 4th figure does not seem to notice Avery, but locks eyes with B immediately
All right.
and glances over at the direction of Gorse. And this is a Vulpin female who is lightly armored and has an ornate sword. So this is a fox lady.
And just to clarify,
Alright.
the Mapache and Vulpin are the bandit peoples? Okay.
Yes. They
so
seem very not good.
so I am unnoticed. Does that mean I can I can start all of this off.
It means we'll roll initiative, and you will get a whole round before the initiative starts back up.
Cool.
Okay.
I rolled a 21 for initiative. I promise I'm good at hiding.
12 total.
10.
Avery got a 10. What was it that Gorse got?
21. Oh, is your initiative bonus your dex modifier?
Yes.
Okay. 20
Oh wait,
unnatural.
I'm supposed to bonus to what I roll?
Yeah, it's your dex modifier. And so mine's plus 2.
Your
Then
character
13.
sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on the character sheet, there's an initiative section.
Oh.
You can get that number, or it's basically your number plus your dex.
Alright.
Yeah.
Plus any
Alright,
other
Beeee,
specials
what did you
might
get?
have. I think I said 12. Yeah.
Okay.
We call you B for bait.
Okay.
Alrighty.
He sees me. I see him.
You're all alone in
eyes
the woods
aloft.
with 4 bandits. Oh no.
I'm confused. Maybe I can persuade them to not hit me.
Oh, don't worry. As they rush towards you, we'll get them.
Yeah.
Alright, Avery, you've got the drop on him.
Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do from up in my tree, I am going to fire off a round with my bow. Longbow is... So the hit is +5, so I'm going to roll for that. Ooh, that did not go well. So that rolled a 1, +5 is 6.
Well, I don't know who you were aiming at, but it doesn't hit any of them.
Sorry, at the fox lady.
Alright.
Okay.
We didn't know who you were hitting at. You just
It just got tangled in the leaves of the branches in front of you.
Okay. And then this is my like bonus from my stealth, right? So and then for my bonus action, I am going to just put away bow, draw one of my swords. So I have one out ready for the next turn.
All right.
Nice.
Well, then the Vulpin bandit,
Got above a 20?
she did.
Okay, I know what she is.
What is she?
Not to be trifled with. Is
Dexterous. Very dexterous.
She looks around and she kind of smirks and goes, it appears we have some heroes. Boys, take care of this. And she continues to lean and watch what's going on.
Oh.
Doesn't even try to hit us?
Jesus.
Starts picking at one of her nails.
Oh, that's insulting. I'm gonna get her.
So, Gorse, it is your go.
Well, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Flying leap out of the tree! I take my fists are my weapon, and I flying leap at her. I roll a 16 plus, so this is my first time using unarmed combat, but it looks like I get a +5 to hit, so that's a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
I roll 1d4 plus 3 bludgeoning damage. That was a 1. Oh, +3 is 4, and I punch her in the face.
She kind of staggers back and goes, oh, that is just rude.
Is she still up? She's still
All right.
up?
Hold on.
'Cause
How many total?
Well, that was the first
4.
hit, and it says that opportunity attack is separate, but once per round I can use my bonus action because I'm a martial artist. So I 1-2 punch her. So if I can punch her again, can I? Is she still up?
Yeah. Well, how many points was the first one?
4.
4. Yeah, she's still up.
Okay, because I don't want to kill anybody. So
Right.
I see that she's still up, and I'm like, well, pow, and I hit her for 5.
All right.
Left fist, right fist.
Yeah, she's got some blood coming out the corner of her mouth where you've busted a gum. She kind of wipes it away with the back of her paw and growls at you.
Do I get any bonuses because I came out of a tree?
No, because she saw you.
Yeah.
But you made her unhappy with you.
Darn right. Pay attention to us.
Avery.
My second turn. All right. I draw my second scimitar, and I make my flying leap gliding out of the tree. And because I am a fighter, I can attack with both of my scimitars at the same time. Main action and bonus action. Both of them are +5 to hit, and both of them are 1d6 +3 at the Fox Lady.
All right.
All right, so first one. Rolled a 7 +5, so that's a 12. Does that hit?
That does not hit.
And the second one is 16 +5 is 21.
That does hit.
All right, and I need to roll a d6. Oh, and I rolled a 6, and that's +3, 9 damage.
She looks a lot more hurt than she would like to be.
All righty.
I high five Avery. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what she gets for ignoring us.
Also, I am gliding, which I think gives me, if she wants to strike back at me, I get some kind of advantage here. She will have disadvantage on her attack roll.
All right. So, B, you are...
I am very frightened. I was holding my mace, and I swing my mace at the Fox Lady. I got 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Yep.
B, you should back up
And
that
then
way so that we take the hits for you. Specifically me.
Okay.
Go hide.
And then I run away because I missed. Well, run a good distance back,
All right.
but still in range.
She's going to
Shoot
take
my arrow.
an opportunity attack since she came up, engaged, and then are backing up.
Oh.
Can you get out of the melee range? Just back up 5 feet? Without...
Yeah, I'm backing away from her. I don't
without an
know
opportunity
what you-
attack?
I think you can only go 5.
Yeah, so you'd still be in melee range. It's just if you leave the 5 feet.
You can
then-
dash away next time.
Yeah.
If you take 5 now, you can...
That's fine. All right, as long as you're not going further than 5 feet, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Later
Okay.
on, I'll step in between enemies for you. Between you and
Okay,
enemies. Not right now, though.
There's a battle cry behind you guys as the 3 Machpach bandits dive towards you.
Hopefully they target me because I'm closer by 5 feet than B is.
Well, it's still in the same 5-foot square.
Yeah, I'm just hoping. I'm like leaning.
All 3 of you guys jumped at their boss. So they're going to come in and do something, hopefully. First one, one of the boys is going to rush in with a whopping 10 to not hit anybody. But I'm going to say he's on B. We'll just work backwards. So Avery, 1, that's a D12, so that's no good. Does a 13 doesn't hit you, does it, Avery?
Nope, I'm 14.
Sweet. So raccoons are not so beefy. Ooh, but the last one on Gorse got a natural 20.
Yep. I think, AC 19, so 19 or 20 can hit me.
It's the girl one comes up and is like, "Hey, take that!"
Gets me right on the snoot.
Huh?
is my
That's
little
not the
bitch.
snoot!
7 points of slashing damage.
7 points?
Yeah, well, because it was a crit.
Oh my gosh.
How many
Okay.
hit points do you have?
8.
Yeah.
Oh.
Currently 1.
All right, B, we might be needing you.
All right. Then
Okay.
My snoot is good and broke.
yeah, the Vulpin is going to look to her bandits and say, quickly, take care of them before reinforcements come. And she is going to disengage
What?
and dart into the woods.
Darn. The boss got away.
I wanted to kill her.
We will later, man. We will.
Oh, that's a new turn for you.
We'll arrest
So
her.
let's see.
We will arrest her later.
Nah, you know my background.
Okay.
Okay.
So then, Gorse, you've got a big owie.
And my
this-
nose is all bloody. I'm talking like this. Oh, I'm talking like my current voice.
The raccoon bandit that's on you is breathing heavy with excitement at seeing the damage that she's done to you.
Wow, she's terrible. Is it my turn?
It is.
I'm gonna take her out. All right. Wham bam. 2 punches on her. 13 plus 5 is 18 to hit for the first one. 14
Yes.
plus 5 is 19 to hit for the second one. I'm gonna bloody up her nose back at her. First
All right.
hit does 4 plus 3 is 7 bludgeoning damage, and the second punch does 2 plus 3 is 5 bludgeoning damage.
You-
7-5. Bam bam. Is she unconscious? Because I'm not lethally hitting anything.
Okay. Well, since you're not lethally hitting, yes, you hit her once and she kind of like spins around. You hit her with your other hand and she spins back the other direction and then just falls on her face into the dirt road behind you. And her tail twitches slightly, but she's definitely unconscious. And then Avery.
All right. I suppose I won't go for lethal damage either. I have both swords out. Natural 20 on the one
Oh.
slash.
Good, I don't die. Because if these people hit me one more time, I would have.
And let's roll for damage first on that slash, so I can direct a slash at another one if necessary. Let's see. I rolled a 6 on that one, plus 3 is 9 damage on the first slash. How's that raccoon looking?
That one, you hit him upside the head with the flat edge of your sword, and there's a hard thunk, and then he just crumples.
All right. And then there's one more raccoon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He
Roll.
makes a worried, like, chitter sound as he looks at his companions.
Rolled a 3 on that one, plus 5 is 8. Does that one hit?
That does not hit.
Ah.
Okay. B, what would you like to do?
Well, I see that Gorsh is heavily damaged.
Oh, my nose is all it's just the front of my
Bleeding.
face is blood.
Oh.
Oh. It tastes
So
bad.
I walk up to her and use the first spell slot that I have for the second spell slot for my first level spells on Cure Wounds.
Ah,
And
I can breathe. It's great. Thanks.
well, I didn't tell you how much I healed you yet. It's a 1d8. Okay, it's a 7 again.
Yes!
So,
Back up to full.
okay. Great. And I step a few steps back also. Not to be in the way of the last raccoon.
Alrighty. Yeah, you're able to sidestep enough to where you feel like you're out of harm's way.
60
That-
feet,
Last.
I say to Avery.
That last raccoon
Between
Kind
us
of-
and the Vulpin.
looks
60
at you
feet.
all, points his
Want to chase her
sword,
down?
Heck yeah.
a little shaky at you,
We could.
and going to wave his sword above his head and run at Gorse.
Yes!
And that is only going to be a 16, so he does not hit. And
He
he
tries to hit me, and for some reason, these thorns are just like empty in between them, like the bristles. So people think they hit me a lot, but they just punch spine.
kind of gulps comedically or cartoonishly. Goes, oh no.
That's not where I was, silly.
And it's going to continue. What do you do, Gorse?
Punch, so that I can dash. So, I take 2 martial arts attacks. The first one is a 15 to hit, and the second one is a 11 to hit. And I'm going to try to punch the last raccoon with a, does only the first one hit, I assume?
Yeah, the first one hits.
Okay, for 4 damage. My min damage. I'm going to try to take this guy out, and I shout to Avery, she's only 60 feet away right now. Let's finish this off this round, and we'll only have 120 feet. We can get her.
Well, she had a round 2. She went before you.
Oh, okay. Let's chase her. Come on, let's get this guy.
All right, so that bandit's still up.
Yeah.
Still up?
Not for long.
All right.
And then Avery.
Okay. I rolled a 9 plus 5 is 14. Does that hit?
It does.
It does. And let me roll a d6. Is a 5 plus 3 is 8 damage. I assume he's out.
Yes, it's another kathunk. You just walk up
Kathunk.
behind him, hit him with the butt of your sword,
All right.
and he crumples.
I think we're chasing a bandit queen, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, was there a person on the floor
Yes.
that they were harassing?
Stay here. Look after this person. Maybe
Yeah.
try to revive him a little bit. Me and Gorse are gonna chase after this bandit lady.
Yeah.
Avery, he has advantage on climbing trees. He darts back up a tree and glides after the bandit lady. That's faster than walking, right? For a bird, yes.
You should have a speed.
For gliding, I don't think I have a speed for gliding.
I don't know. I don't get to glide, so I can't tell you.
I don't know. I'm just trying to be faster.
I've got the rules for gliding.
Do you?
Oh,
Wait.
you fall gently at a speed of
60
per
feet per round.
Wow,
Yes.
that's much. Well, it's faster than I go.
Wait. That's falling down.
Oh, wait. If you would fall at least 10 feet, you may fly at your movement speed. It's only your movement speed, really?
Yeah.
I guess you move real fast because you're a fighter.
No, my movement speed's only 25 feet per round.
Okay,
I-
all right.
But you're gonna use your movement to climb up a tree, right?
No, that'll take up all your movement.
I guess not, because it's no faster to glide than it is to walk. I find that interesting.
Do you think she's too far now?
No.
I feel like we weren't supposed to fight this person.
Well, supposed to versus accomplishing.
We're chasing her down.
Yeah.
All right.
Use
Chasing.
your action to run.
So you use your
25
movement.
feet towards.
Yes, I'm using my movement to just. I guess I'm chasing her down on foot.
All right.
Wings
And
regardless.
Your speed is 30 feet, right?
I think it's 25.
Okay, 25.
Okay. And I think we're
Okay, so
done with
Beeee-
battle. So now we're just kind of like
Pursuing.
running.
I say when you're out of initiative.
All right, fine.
Okay.
Yes, DM.
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
All right, B, what do you want to do before we end initiative?
Aww.
Okay, so I rush up to the person that the bandits were harassing. I'm pretty sure I saw a figure on
as
the
you
floor.
approach, you hear a little voice go, "Help me!"
Okay. I run up to her, I think, and then I ask her if she is hurt.
Yeah, she's not able to say a whole lot back to you. She's been badly beaten. Like her face is
Okay,
all swollen and bloody and stuff. But you do think it's a female.
Okay. I do. I am out of cure wound spells. I guess I only get 2. But I'll use a medicine check and maybe try to see if I can stop the bleeding with my hands.
Okay.
All right. I got a 12.
All right, yeah, that's enough to bandage her up a little bit and start stabilizing her condition
Okay.
a little bit.
Great.
All right, so for those of you who have so Avery darted into the woods.
Yeah.
Of course, you're gonna dart into the woods.
I used my first movement to catch up with Avery, and my second movement to go 25 feet beyond Avery. Like, I downgrade my attack into a second movement, and I go 25 feet beyond Avery.
So you're using your full action to dash.
Yes, all of my turn.
Okay. So you run blindly into the woods, into a direction.
Well, the Vulpin direction.
The direction that she darted into the woods.
Yeah. Not the other direction away from
Right.
it. Yeah, that one.
But there's more directions once you get in the woods.
Yep. Low
Alright.
int.
All right, so you start running in. So you get Avery. Are you also just following?
Dashing right behind her.
All right. How long are you guys willing to use your full action to keep running before you stop to look around?
One turn, and I'll can I perception check as a free action, or can I?
No, it's a full action.
Oh, okay. Maybe 100 feet.
Okay.
In, jeez. I'm hey, and I look around.
Okay, so you can do a perception
actually,
check.
I'm gonna ask Avery to do that because I am very bad at survival.
Yes.
And tracking. So I'm just running.
Yeah, and actually, let me see what I have. I have +4 to survival, which could possibly be used. I have +4 to perception.
Roll the dice.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have +5 to perception. Maybe it should be me.
I have +5 to investigation.
Yeah.
While they're running, can I investigate was it a little
her hand cart?
trailer kind of? Her hand cart?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay. And investigate while they're running.
Okay, so Avery...
I rolled an 18 +5.
Okay, you find a little healing potion.
Great!
Just a standard. So Avery, you're doing a survival check? Is that what?
Actually, Avery's just dashing, and I'll point to where, because I'll use my turn since I have a +5. I want someone to stay dashing the whole time, and if I drop a little bit behind him, I'll probably stay in sight range of him, so we will together go at full speed in the right direction. I rolled a nat 20. Yeah.
All right.
+5 is a 25 perception. Where'd she go?
So that was after you ran 100 feet.
Yeah. Because that's not very far. You can see 100 feet. Yeah. And I take my full turn.
Let me do some rolls on this end for...
Just keep rolling, rolling.
We're gonna get her.
Well, she's already half dead, so...
That's true. She might be bleeding.
That's true. We can follow the blood trails.
Yeah. I have a good sniffer.
I slashed her with a sword.
Yeah. Oh, I can ask the bugs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey, bugs. I nom on one, and then I ask the other one, you're going to tell me. Tell me where she went, bug, or I'll eat you like your friend.
You went 120 feet in with your nat 20 perception check plus your modifier. You can see that you're heading more easterly, and she has at some point started off going more northwest. You just barely see a tree branch kind of snap off in that direction.
I shout to Avery, northwest! And I'm going to do that every 3 turns. So that way I'll fall a little bit behind him, but not too far.
Is she being slowed by her injuries?
No, it doesn't appear to be. Unless you guys want me to start tracking whether or not you're slowed by your injuries.
I'm fully healed.
Yeah, we don't have injuries.
But going forward.
No, yeah, don't do that.
If it applies one way, it applies the other way.
No.
I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
All right, we continue dashing after her.
Well, meanwhile, back at the road where you've been abandoned by your party members.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
So you can roll 2d4 plus 2 to heal this person that you're helping, or I can roll it.
Okay.
Do you think we should feel bad for leaving Bee behind? Is something bad going to happen to her?
Yeah.
If she dies, I'll feel very bad. But I thought I was leaving her in a safe place. She can stabilize those unconscious people we left behind, and I don't know.
I don't know. How long are we going to chase the bandit lady?
And, I'll lose her if I'm not good at this. Yeah, but right now I'm hot on her trail. Got a 25. When I get a 2, I'll be like, I don't know. I don't see a direction.
Alrighty.
I'm just wondering if we're walking into a bandit camp.
Oh yeah, defs.
The figure that you're helping, after she downs the healing potion, the swelling and everything goes down on her face. And she says, "Oh, thank you so much for helping me. I thought I was a goner for sure. My name is Eliza. It's a pleasure to meet you." And she starts standing up, and she is a cat folk, but not like a tabaxi cat folk, like a house cat. And she's got tawny brown fur, and the tips of her ears are black, and she's got one golden eye and one blue eye. And she says, I'm just so grateful. Thank you so much. I thought they were gonna kill me for sure. They're just, oh gosh, they're still lying over there. And she kind of looks nervously at the 3 knocked out raccoon bandits, and then looks around, and she goes, "Where did their leader go? She's super mean. She says super mean stuff." Back.
And I go, it's okay. She ran away. My friends are chasing her down. I hope they're okay. I don't see them anymore. And I look in the distance. It's like, all I see is trees.
Yeah. Dense trees.
Yeah. But these 3, my friends knocked them out, so we'll be okay.
She kind of goes over and gingerly, like, taps one with the toe of her boot, flinches back, and she's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, they look like they're out." Cut back to the guys in the woods. Give me another perception check to see if you can...
Perception check number 2. That one is a 12 total.
Roll her stealth, which is a natural 20.
Oh.
I like stand there and I look around. I don't see anything, and I'm like, "Avery."
I think
call
she
out
stopped
to you.
bleeding.
Yeah, I call out to you, Avery. I'm like, "Avery, you're like ahead of me.
What?
I don't know where to go now.
Ah.
I lost her."
Come
It's probably for the
back.
best. We probably shouldn't follow her all the way to her camp.
That's a very intelligent thing. Yeah, I recognize that choice. And I guess
we can make intelligent choices in spite of carrying swords.
I can't. I have an 8 intelligence. I have an actively -1.
Don't stereotype.
Which isn't, far below average.
If I could make it more negative, I would.
Hey, now.
To get more dexterous. Okay, so I listen to your idea, because that's part of the team that I follow along, and you tell me what to punch.
We probably shouldn't leave Bee alone for too long. I mean, it was a good idea. If we could find her quickly, maybe if she was right outside the road, but we've been at this for a little bit. We should probably go back and make sure Bee's okay.
Yeah, you're right. All right, I follow you.
All right, quickly now.
Yep.
We jog.
Because in D&D land, every round happens in 6 seconds. You guys were gone for like a minute, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
All that running. So you're not left alone very long, Bee, before your friends come sauntering out of the woods.
And I go, "Oh, hey, you guys look back."
Eliza, yips a little bit in fear as you guys step out and kind of falls back behind Bee and is like, "Please don't let them hurt me."
I go, "It's okay, Eliza, these are my friends that I met today."
Hi, Eliza. I'm Gorse.
She's very trusting. Hi, I'm Avery.
She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. Thank you so much. What are you gonna do with those guys?"
Oh, no problem. I walk over to him, and with a 15 feet burrowing speed, I make a little hole for each one, and I put them in up to their neck, and their heads are at feet level, and I have... it's better than rope.
Yeah.
Buried the 3 dudes.
Buried them up to their necks.
So we're gonna leave them there to starve?
No, we're going to alert the authorities that they're here. They'll come dig them up.
Okay.
There's a cart,
Sounds
too.
good to me.
We could also, I guess, take them with us. But they're kind of... I don't know, they're kind of... What do you
That's
guys want
not
to
our
do?
cart. That's Eliza's cart. She has places to be.
It's a little hand cart with her wares on it.
Oh, it's not like a transport 3 corpses cart.
No.
No, it's a traveling merchant cart.
Speaking of which, Eliza, tell us what's going on. Where are you off to? What?
Oh, yes. I was just I was on my way to Winnowing Reach to do a little bit of trading. I mean, ultimately, I'm on my way to Alderheart, but I've got to load up on some new merchant stuff. Need some more offerings.
What kind of merchant are you?
Just your normal wares and trinkets. Not a whole lot, nothing fancy, but just your everyday needs. That's what I try to provide.
Ah, well, we're on our way to Elderheart as well. Would you like to accompany us?
Could I? Oh, that would be fantastic. I don't want to get attacked again. That turns out that hurts real bad.
I believe it. Well, yeah, we were on our way, shall we?
Yeah. So, are you good with stopping off in Winnowing Reach just for? It's a nice little town to stop in since there's a little inn, and
we were going to be passing through there.
Yeah, we got to report these bandits.
Yeah, we have to find the authorities there and make sure they can get picked up.
Oh, there's definitely a perch guard station there.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, shall we continue down the road?
Yeah, she goes over and picks up her cart with her little cat paw arms and starts to roll it behind her. And it takes all of 3 seconds for you guys to realize that she's slow with that cart, pulling it by herself.
Ah, maybe she would like a hand.
Yeah. You can give me a strength athletics check to pull it for her.
Let me take a look here. Can I give you an acrobatics check?
Because it's more about brute strength than parkouring.
Who's stronger, Avery? We've done arm wrestling in the past. My athletics is a +1. Have I beaten you at arm wrestling?
No, mine's a +2.
Yeah. I'm like, Avery, you can handle this. You got it.
I rolled, my total is a 12.
That is just enough. You were quite stronger than she is, so you're able to hoist that thing right up and get everybody back up to normal traveling speed.
All right, on we go. All right, so we're going down the road. Anything interesting as we pass down the road?
Yeah, as you are making your way to Winnowing Reach, Eliza kind of appraises you of some of the local rumors about the bandits and the fires, and she's, I even heard there was a whole town that just burnt right up. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen some more, because that's bad times.
Yeah, Bob and, one of the twins, Susie, in the town, we think they might have died in Ashboro.
Oh my, I'm so sorry.
We'll find out.
Does anyone know what's causing these fires?
I haven't heard yet. I think the druids are looking into it. I mean, that's really what they do. So hopefully they'll be able to, the Tenders, it's a good group of people. I'm sure they're on it.
Wait, what? Druids?
Yeah, the Tenders.
The Tenders
Mm-hmm.
aren't doing a good job if there's a bunch of fires. I immediately have low respect for them.
Alrighty. And as you make your way down the road, you notice that the terrain on the left side starts to change considerably. Beyond the lush green tree line up next to the road, you start seeing glimpses of burnt out stumps and further on ash-covered fields. It looks like a big fire has recently occurred in this area, and it stretches on like that for miles. And Liza is like, oh, this can't be good. This can't be good at all.
And we're walking into this.
Yep.
Right.
Got you.
All right. Well, hopefully the town we're heading up into, I hope it's all right.
Okay, as you are looking out over this burnt landscape. Give me some perception checks.
7.
Oh.
11.
7.
All right. So from behind you guys, there's this warm wind that kind of blows up and hits the backs of your necks, and this strange flapping sound. And you turn around, and there's this swarm of some kind of dark flying creatures coming at you, each with what looks to be a little candle wick flame size, or little candle-sized flame on their snoots. And Eliza yelps, "Oh no, ember bats!"
Maybe that's what's causing these fires.
And they're going to swoop down at you guys because you didn't see them coming. But we'll roll initiative as the ember bats are coming at you.
All right.
Ember bats!
15 initiative.
6.
All right, so
7.
hold on. Avery, B, Eliza.
I shout to Eliza, "Stay back!" And
All right,
I
Avery,
push
what'd you
Eliza
get?
behind me.
7.
Gorse.
15.
B. Alright, and then the ember bats.
Avery, let's protect Eliza.
All right.
Eliza is more than happy to let you protect her as she ducks behind you all and goes, "Oh no!" The ember bats swarm around you, and
B, make a triangle with us around Eliza.
Okay.
We, I guess we're making like a half circle with her pressed up to the cart as her back wall. Yeah.
okay, let me just put that on my paper. Makes sense. Eliza here. Alright, so we'll go with Gorse. Where are you in relation to that setup?
I'm picturing B at 12 o'clock, Avery at like 9 o'clock, and me at 3 o'clock. With Eliza in the middle where the hands meet, and then the 6 o'clock is the cart, and like taking up that back. Because I can trust Avery to be behind me, like on my left.
So Avery was 9. This is the cart. Okay. So one of the swarms is going to come at you, Gorse. And
All right.
it's going to get it's a 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And you get little bites all over you. You're going to take 5 points of damage.
Oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die, guys. I'm down to 3.
And the second swarm that's on you is going to go at Avery. And that is a 20 to hit.
Yep.
You'll also take 5 points of little bitty bites.
Oof.
And Eliza goes, "Oh no, maybe we should just run. Maybe that
I
would be
agree.
better."
Yep. Wait. But running will prompt an opportunity attack, so mechanically we should not. And don't flying things move? Oh! Everybody, into my burrow! On my turn, I will dig 15 feet down, and my friends can go behind me, and I will curl up on the outside of the burrow. So, like, picture a tube with my friends down the tube, and then the flying creatures will have to come at my back.
Okay.
'Cause, yeah.
How far can you dig?
I can dig 15 feet, which is enough to put you 3 in this hole.
How long can you dig for before you get tired?
It is a normal movement speed. I can go to China.
Let's just dig a tunnel all the way to the city.
Yeah, actually.
So these, what were these things called?
Ember bats.
Ember bats?
Like from like embers in a fireplace or
Fire, yeah. Are these normal to this area? Can I do a nature check
yeah, you can do a nature check.
or history check? I'll do a history. 17 history check on these bats in this region.
You know that ember bats are one of the weird fire-based aberration creatures that formed in the scorched grove after the big fire that happened several hundred years ago. Normally, they're contained, but it seems like the scorched grove is getting a little out of control. So normally, no, there wouldn't be ember bats this far away from the grove. But
how far is the grove from here?
It should be 3 or 4 days walk from here.
Oh, jeez. Is it in the same direction as the Alder Heart?
No, the Scorched Grove is more northwest, and Alderheart is northeast. And I might be able to share a picture with you guys. Maybe. Okay, so, yeah, Gores, I believe you are up. So you're digging full action are you digging like a 30-foot tunnel since you can use your full round, or what exactly is your plan? Are you tunneling for a while?
I'd burrow. How would I do this? Is there a thing in D&D where friendly people can move past me?
Oh, yeah. As a DM, though, I do require that if you're moving through a friendly character space, that you're going, excuse me, pardon me, coming through, excuse me, sorry, excuse me.
Okay, so I burrow 15 feet, and then I move up from the deepest part back to the surface again, and I call out to my friends, Eliza, go in the back of this burrow, and Avery and I will guard the front, and that way I guess here's my hope, is that it will prevent these things from swarm attacking us, because it'll narrow the gap. Like in tactical army positioning, if you're outnumbered, you want to force your enemies to not surround you by positioning them in a place where only one can attack you at a time. So I made that burrow pretty narrow.
All right.
So I say, Eliza, behind us in the burrow, go way deep, and then Beeee and Avery and I will, do our best.
All right, Eliza tries to, she grabs some of her stuff.
Oh man, drop the stuff.
She's like, but this is my,
who cares? Live. Get behind me.
And she dives into the hole and scrambles in.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Yeah. Excuse me, sorry, come through. Watch your foot. And scrambles past you.
Alright, she's 15 feet underground.
Alrighty. Where's the little chat? So then next will be Avery.
Okay, so I'm currently above ground, correct?
Yep.
And these bat things are sort of swarming around.
Yeah, they've swooshed in and they're biting at you guys.
And I'm nearby this burrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could probably guard the entrance of the burrow. I've left enough space in front of me because I'm at 3 hit points.
Yeah. Okay. I'm taking a hit too.
It'll prevent you from being hit by too many enemies because I'm picturing the burrow as maybe a foot wide, so you can wedge yourself in there and swing a sword out.
That's what I'm imagining too. I'm trying to think if I should take a sword attack now and then dive in, or if I should dive in and then swing a sword out afterwards.
Mm.
Can I reach the bats from inside the burrow?
You can prepare a reaction, right?
Yeah, you could have your reaction for every time they swoop down to
chop a head off.
In that case, I dive down into the burrow next to Gorse, and I draw out my other sword so that I have my reaction prepared with both attacks ready.
Awesome. Smart. Well, wise tactical fighting.
Mm-hmm. Paid attention in your training.
Yeah, I didn't think of this. Someone taught me this.
All right. B.
I see all of them going into the tunnel, and I jump right in without hesitation.
Please to heal, thank you.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Yes, right this way.
Come through. Huh? Watch your sword.
Mm-hmm. And I don't have any more spells, and I'm not really sure what my cantrips are. I don't think I have a cantrip that heals.
Could you do medicine checks to heal anything at all?
Can I? I've never done that before.
You can stabilize. If you have an herbalism kit and are proficient, you can do some healing.
Let me double check that.
I just thought of something. Why don't I close the burrow back up?
And just wait for them to
just
leave?
Keep digging?
We could just head back to town underground. Or like...
That's what I was thinking of. If you're not too tired.
Yeah, and we can rest here.
We could take a rest. Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point. We could do a short rest.
Bee
will recover her spells.
Right? Yeah.
And we could poke our heads up and see if the bats have left.
Hedgehogs. I didn't think of this when I took one, but now I'm glad I did.
All right. Is that what we think is happening? Then
we're gonna take a short rest.
Yeah, Bee's entirely out of spells, so I can cover up that entrance, and I can move us 100 feet underground, and we can just chill.
All right. So the ember bats.
They could probably get a turn or two on us before I can close it, because
they'll just get a turn because you're right after them.
So Avery, guard us until I can move again.
I'll try.
It's going to be a disadvantage because it's all in the ground and weird. So first one, get you. All right. So both swarms kind of dive down at the hole, but because you guys made it narrow and it is a hole in the ground and they're flying creatures, the swarms aren't able to find purchase on any tasty, nibbly flesh and miss you guys.
Does their head get lopped off as they move past? Because Avery had ready actions.
Yeah, I was going to say that depends on what Avery rolls here. So as they're flying down at you and they miss with their stuff, you take a swing.
Yes, I have 2 sword attacks readied here.
All right.
So the first one swoops down. Okay. I roll an 8 plus 5 is 13 to hit.
That will hit part of the swarm.
Okay, and then I roll a d6. Oh, that's a 1 plus 3 is 4 damage.
All right. A couple little ember bat. Well, one little ember bat head and a separate ember bat wing flop off out of the swarm, and their bodies fling off the other direction.
Okay, should I use my second ready to attack to try to take down this one?
Yeah, you can. Well, swarms are weird, so they're hard to kill with swords, but you're able to. You can do them some damage. You don't feel like you'd be able to.
Okay.
Take the whole swarm out, but might as well hit them.
Okay, well, I guess I'll swing the second sword attack at the same one then. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, 17 plus 5 is 22 to hit.
Yep, you hit.
And then 5 plus the 3 is 8 damage.
Some more little bat corpses rain down, and they all scream and kind of swirl around, but move away from the hole as they're swooping by.
Gotcha.
And then Gorse sets to digging or covering.
Yeah. I'm going to push the dirt behind us, making a plug, and take us safely 100 feet. So that's 10 rounds or whatever 100 divided by 15 is. 7 rounds? Math.
Yeah.
Underground.
Okay. So we are underground.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's there's a little Bugs Bunny style mound on the top of the ground that kind of goes along the side of the road. Only for flavor. No consequences related to that.
Yeah, and I say to Bee, I think we're safe here. Can you heal us?
Has it been an hour? I think a short rest has to be
before
an
we do a
hour.
short rest, can I use my second wind ability?
If you take a short rest, you can spend your hit die if you want to do that instead of your second wind. But if you want to, you can spend it whenever you want.
All right, well then I regain 10 hit points, so I'm back up to full health. And then if we're taking a short rest, that ability recovers.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
How often do our hit dice recover? Once per long rest?
You get half of your spent hit
One.
dice every long rest. So
Okay.
it would.
Okay, yeah, my second wind ability recovers every short rest, so that's why
That's
I'm
nice.
like, that one.
Super nice, yeah. Because I only got 1 hit point back with my...
Oh.
So I'm at 4 out of 8.
Okay, well, if a short rest is only 1 hour, we can have Bee heal you and then do another short rest. We can sit in this hole for 2 hours.
Well, spells usually take a long rest.
Oh, do they?
Unless you've got,
Oh,
unless you have a
sorry.
feat that goes. I mean, there are skills and feats that allow for short rest, but I don't know that you've got arcane recovery yet.
Oh,
Or-
okay.
well, you-
Level 1, no feats yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Never mind. It's a long rest.
I take like a good
Or just keep
10
digging.
minutes to expand the tunnel and make it cozy. I'm using like soil shaping skills to make little chairs and couches and a little room for each person so you can have some privacy. And there's lots of air down here, I guess, underground.
Are we gonna sit in here for 8 hours?
Well,
Oh, it's almost nighttime.
Eliza-
This is better than a tent.
Eliza tells you if you can get to her cart, she does have a couple of more healing potions in it.
Why didn't you say that earlier?
You told me to just dive in the hole. I tried to get my stuff, and I was told not to get my stuff, and then it was.
Okay.
Do you want to rest here? I made us this cave.
Yeah, we can rest here.
We can go back for your stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are
I
you
guess-
doing full 8 hour?
Yeah, I've got a light, right? Like a lantern. So I hang up the lantern and it's all cozy and safe underground. And I'm like, well, maybe when we wake up, there won't be bats.
So you guys take your long rest. You feel better. Gorse made a lovely underground inn for you. And you regain all your hit points and you feel great and your spells are back.
And I
And we'll
feel
just-
great.
And then I will just roll to see if those ember bats moved on or not.
It's been a good 10 hours. It took me some time to make that.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
hit
yeah.
dice is
They've-
back.
So you poke your head up after the rest. You look around, you wait for a little bit. No sign of ember bats. You manage
Cool.
to evade them via nap time.
Yeah, we ran away.
You know, sometimes that's the smarter thing to do. The more battle savvy.
Yeah, we're level 1. We gotta do what we gotta do.
Yep.
And look at this valuable skill that you now know you have.
Burrowing?
Yeah, who needs an adamantine fortress? You just go underground.
Alright, so you guys pop out of the hole and Eliza checks over her cart. It doesn't seem to have been affected much. There's a couple little scorch marks on it, but nothing worse than what the bandits had done to begin with. And you're able to start heading back on the road towards the Winnowing Reach. And she kind of gets behind the cart and pushes while you're pulling to help speed things up a little bit to get as far away from this
Mhm.
particular area as you guys can.
Avery shakes out his feathers and looks vaguely uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was a little cramped under there.
Well,
Not too bad.
he doesn't particularly like being underground.
Sorry, Avery.
But
But we lived.
Yes, we
Eh?
did.
and after a couple of hours on the road, the village of Winnowing Reach comes into view. Entering the Reach, Eliza turns to you all and she's, thank you so much for helping me get here. I'm gonna just set up in the center of town to see if I can get a little bit of trading going, get some new wares. You should, maybe have a rest, have a look around, and enjoy just a little bit of time, and then we'll hit back on the road again.
I would like to talk to Eliza.
Okay.
In private.
Okay.
All right.
She come with me, and she goes around to the other side of her cart.
Okay.
Step into my office.
Thank you. It was nice to be here. So I say, hi, I'm Gorst Yezhik.
Yeah.
No, I'm Gorst Yezhik. Have you heard of me?
Maybe it's like a context thing. Like where would
I help people get goods and wares from one place to another. And it's good to work with me because there's so many benefits.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah, I just want to know if she recognizes me. And, I did just save her life, so that is a 10 plus 2. Would you be willing to join my network of trading friends?
Yeah, sure. As long as you've been pretty great to me, so I'm always up for a little networking.
Yeah, networking's so good, especially in these trying times. And I guess I'm gonna get out some information for her and be like, these are the pickup times and the drop-off times, and I'm a smuggler as my background.
Mm-hmm.
So I dig burrows and I put wares in them in the woods, and if you know of the location and the pickup time and the drop-off time, you can pick up goods and take it from one place to another. So, for example, if Dead Bob in our old town needed to get swords from Meadowfen to Elderheart, maybe Eliza could take them there, because Eliza would know the pickup time and go into the burrow and get the swords, and then put them in her cart and take them to Meadowfen for us. See?
But you're not, supplying the bandits, though, right?
No, of course not. No,
Okay.
Bandits suck. I thought I killed some over there for you.
Yeah, just, want to make sure, because, bad guys.
Of course not. We're the good guys.
Yeah.
Saved your life.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sounds like a great deal to me.
Yeah, I give her the days and times of the burrows, and so she'll help me get the weapons, because I'm an arms dealer, to and from the villages. And also, these are all the safe burrows that you can duck into if anybody's chasing you again.
Oh, this is quite the windfall for me. I'm excited about this new partnership. Thank you so much.
Secret smuggler handshake. Shake, shake.
You have to show her a couple of times, but she gets it.
Glad to be friends. Cool. Okay, and we go back to everybody else. Just, some casual business.
Okay. She looks at you all and she's like, okay, well, like I said, I'm just going to set up in the center of town. Just come find me when you're ready to go north. Just give me a little bit of time here in Winnowing Reach, and then we'll head off.
Okay. Well, shall we find the authorities to alert them about the bandits?
Yeah.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
Alrighty. And with that, I think we're good to take a quick break.
Okay.
We're about halfway through our time slot. And we'll come back and see what happens in Winnowing Reach.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye!
We hope that you're enjoying this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. Please leave us a review on iTunes.com. You can subscribe to receive new episodes through your podcast player or by visiting firebreathingkittenspodcast.com and clicking on the RSS feed. Can you think of someone who might enjoy this podcast? Please share it with them. We don't pay to advertise this show, so the only way we can grow is through the support of listeners like you. Thank you.
All right, you have all stepped into the small village of Winnowing Reach, parted ways temporarily with Eliza, and are free to move about the cabin. What would you like to do?
Well, the first thing I'd like to do is we're in a cabin, right, which is shaped vaguely like a tree.
So you're gonna go get a
Well, the first thing I'm
room?
going to do is climb up the outside to the top and look around the town.
Yeah.
Oh,
Birds
okay.
like tall things. That makes sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I follow
Mhm.
you. I like tall things when I'm near a bird.
Do you want to climb up on my back so you can get up the side of this tree?
Oh, yes.
I feel like climbing is not necessarily your strong suit.
I'm actually really good at it.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm super dexterous.
Okay.
I just don't like it.
Okay.
All right. So one of the more interesting things about Winnowing Reach, and Eliza would have told you about this on your journey here, and you probably had heard a little bit about it before. It's not like a vacation destination or anything. This is a research-based village. They work with a lot of slimes
Oh.
and molds.
Slime's like that time I got reincarnated as a slime, or slime's like Petri dish?
Probably more along the Petri dish variety. They can be used for various things, whether gardening or medicinals.
Okay, so slime's like in a vial. Maybe.
Well-
okay.
If you go into like an area where they're actually doing some of the research, but like just out in the open, it's just a kind of a swampy, low-key little village. So one of the reasons that would be important to note is that instead of having an armor smith or a weaponry dealer, this town is more like apothecary, bookbinder, labs,
Okay.
that sort of filler. But you climb up the side of the storage and granary and take a look around. You can see a small building that looks like it is probably the town jail, which for those with you that have a map on you, that would be location number 2
And what's the name of
of the storage and granary.
the town we're in?
Oh, Winnowing Reach. I was like, it's just the granary. You assume that the building that you're currently looking at is the town jail. You see a couple of birdfolk guard standing at attention outside it, connected by way of a little bridge, because these are all in little trees. The jail is connected to what you assume is the magistrate's office. It's kind of a bigger, little fancier building.
It does look fancy.
You can actually see where Eliza has set up her little cart in the center of town.
Mhm.
She kind of waves at you.
I wave back.
There's, looks like a few homes, and you can see what looks like possibly a storefront to the south of the granary, and with a long bridge connecting it to what looks like another storefront that has a sign with a book hanging outside of it. And at the southwest end of the town, you see what looks like an inn and tavern. And you can just make out that the sign says the Wrangler's Rest.
I see. Well, I think our first order of business was to alert the authorities about the bandits that we buried. So I suspect the magistrate's office is our best bet for that.
Sounds good.
All right, let's head that way.
I clutch onto you tightly as you climb down from this tall place.
All right. So we
and
climb
make our
down.
way towards the magistrate's office with news in
All right.
hand. Bee,
All right.
come with
Yes.
us.
Okay.
All right, you cross the town to the magistrate's office, and it has a nice stairwell that leads from ground level up into the tree to the perch. And there are 2 birdfolk militia guard on the stairway leading up to the platform that the building is on.
I make a salutation to them and I say, "Salutations!" And I do a little head to hand motion. I stand straight.
It's two rather brawny sturge or owl folk, and one of them cocks an eyebrow ridge at you. And, "What's your business here?" he asks of you.
Bee.
There are some bandits on the road that are buried with their heads in the ground. Well, their bodies on the ground, their heads are just above. They're bad people. Can you go arrest them, please?
"Yes, we can send word for them to be picked up. Whereabouts on the road?" And he takes out a notepad.
I show him the map, and it's between the city and Meadowfen. Is that where we came from?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in the middle, along this path.
"And how long ago did you bury them?"
Yesterday.
The other guard kind of, chuckles a little bit. "Oh, yeah, I'm sure they're still fine. We'll send someone out to collect them then."
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well, what's our next order of business? Is there any word around town?
Well, I want to look for some medicinal slime
All right.
around town.
That's a good idea.
I think the store was over there. And I point to the bookstore.
Yeah, the one of the guards goes, "You'd be wanting the apothecary. Yes, just down that way." And he points right where you were pointing.
Oh, at the bookstore?
Oh, at the apothecary. Well, the apothecary is across a bridge to the bookstore.
Okay.
So he's vaguely gesturing in that direction.
Okay. So let's go.
I start heading to the incorrect destination.
I follow along.
I guess I'm walking up to the bookstore, which is on the other side of the road, to the apothecary.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a little rope bridge that connects them.
Yeah,
it's a little green.
This is a store.
Little green building. Yeah, it's got a picture of a book hanging outside of it.
Bee, come on in. And I open the door for you. The bell tinkles.
Alright, we go in.
You guys are just going to
see a lot
let
of
this
books.
go wrong.
Yeah.
It's okay. We can find something else here.
Yeah, you go in, and it is just crammed full of books, and this thin, gallus birdfolk woman steps out from a back room, and she goes, Oh, customers! It's been a while since I've had customers. Welcome to my bookstore and bindery. How can I help you?
Bee, we're here. And I step behind you.
I was like, we're actually looking for some medicinal slime. Do you have any?
I'm afraid I don't, but I have books on it if you're interested in a good read. I have both fact and fiction. There's a lot of interesting things people can just make up about slime. It's quite fascinating, really. But if you need if you're looking more for the physical substance, you might want to check out the apothecary. It's just across the bridge there.
Thank you very much.
I look.
No, can I interest you in a book though, or do you need anything? A book rebound? I'm particularly good at it.
Do you have any books that would be of use to adventurers?
Oh, why, I'm sure I do. What specifically would you be interested in? I have books about creatures or locations, objects.
Do you perhaps have any books that would teach us any applicable skills? Teach us skills like healing, or teach us feats of the sword or shield or bow, perhaps adding skill slots or something to that nature.
I will tell you what, I'll go poke around the back and see what I can come up with. Just swing back by, just give me a few minutes.
Okay. I'm going to check the price on the slime book while she's gone.
Okay. It says 1 gold piece.
Oh.
Do we have any gold?
Is it a factual book or a fiction book?
Oh, you'd have to ask her.
Yeah.
You don't know
I think
anything about
she's
figure out
slime.
by
gonna go
flipping
check
through?
on things. I think she wants us to come back and like check with her after we check on the other
Okay.
store.
A pocket
Okay.
place. Okay, we'll go across the bridge to the
Yeah,
other
'cause
store
I would-
where they sell the physical slime.
Yeah, I would love it if she has a book that like lets me learn a skill or feat early or something. I don't know.
+1
I'm
to
gonna put
something.
Yeah,
book
+1 to Dex. I don't know.
the book on slimes on the counter.
Those are legendary books that do that kind of.
I don't know.
But you can. I'll just go ahead and tell you. You can get books from her that would give you advantage on a intelligence check made about whatever the topic of book is. So if you've got like a book on slimes, if you needed to.
I'm not gonna
Have
be winning
information.
intelligence checks anyways.
I'm gonna buy
That's-
Bee the slime book.
Why, thank you. How much gold do you start
I'm
with?
not sure. Because I bought
I
stuff.
think we started like 10.
We'll just go with 10 since that's what
Okay,
we do.
I now have 9
elsewhere.
gold. I bought you the book, and I feel kind of embarrassed that I took you to the wrong store. But I'm like, I pretend like I meant to buy you this book on slime all along. Slime, see?
Okay.
Why,
Let's
thank
go to the
you.
other store. Yeah, I was hoping maybe we would get some kind of like she didn't know she had
I
this
hope it's a
legendary
factual
book, and I'm
book.
just like getting away with a +1 Dex for a gold. Like that'd be super cool.
Boy, wouldn't it? That'd be wild.
Oh, that'd be great. We had things like that happen early on in our D&D adventure last
I
year.
know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was great.
It made for some interesting balancing later on.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Get high level and suddenly you can max
Do
out your
anything.
strength at 22.
Well, I guess now you'll buy
but anyway.
better slime, because you'll have an ID guide to good slime.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Across the way, there's the apothecary, and you can tell it's got a very delicate little sign outside that has little various bottles represented with different shades of green in each one. And a little bell tinkles when you open the door. And there's a young-looking gerblin, which is a gerbil folk, currently polishing his glasses, and he puts them on as the bell tinkles, and he turns around and he's, "Welcome to my store! Oh, travelers! It's been a while since we've had travelers. Always an exciting thing to have people pass through our little town. How can I help you?" And you can look
And-
around the room. There's various containers of herbs and little pieces of bark. Some things are potion bottles that are bubbling and different things just all around. It looks like what you would think an apothecary shop looks like.
I asked the gerbil folk
Mm-hmm.
if he has any medicinal slime that I can purchase. Well, for sale.
Oh, well, of course. Absolutely. Oh, sorry. I'm so rude sometimes. It's hard for me to remember all the manners of everybody. Everybody's so different. I'm Devin. It's a pleasure to meet you, Devin Gerblin. But yes, I can sell you some healing slime. I'm surprised you know about our healing slime. We're still trying to get that market to kick off. You know, people just don't always trust slime. They hear slime and they think, "Oh, gross." But no, it can heal just as well as normal healing potions as long as you put it together right.
My hedgehog ears perk up.
Yeah.
What do you mean put it together right?
Well, it's not just the slime. You've still got to brew it and do some stuff to it. Here, do you have an herbalism kit? Because that helps a whole lot.
You know what? I didn't start off with an herbalism kit, but I'm gonna just say that I do now.
All right. That makes sense.
I don't know what I started with. I couldn't find the kit that I started with, so now it's gonna be herbalism, and if needed, my class is gonna change slightly.
I think
Okay.
that's
We'll
a good-
retcon it.
Yeah,
It'll
that's
be
a
fine.
Good choice.
Okay, herbalism kit. Yeah, I have one that I'm proficient in.
Okay. Excellent. And this should be something that I should just know off the cuff, but the cost of a potion of healing.
They are rather expensive.
He'll give you he will sell you a vial of medicinal slime for 5 gold pieces.
And that's only enough to make one potion?
Yeah, you'll have to sit with your herbalism kit, and he'll give you a little pamphlet with instructions to follow.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yep. And he says, now if you get really good at it, you can come back and we'll see if we could set up some kind of deal, because not everybody has the time to sit and make those. So if you can do it, I'd be interested in having you around a little bit.
How long does it take to make?
You'd have to spend a day of downtime.
Okay.
Especially since it's the first time you would have messed with the slime. But
it's slimy.
Yeah,
Is it green?
It's purple. It's like a weird
Purple.
Yeah.
I'm colorblind.
It's a shimmery purple.
Pretty.
Shimmery purple slime.
That's cool.
And he tells you that it's non-toxic. It won't hurt you, but it won't do anything. It won't heal you or anything if you were to ingest it as is. But he looks at you. He's like, you want to see something kind of funny you can do with the slime? Only this kind of slime. Don't just go do this with every slime, because some slimes, are toxic and you don't want to do that. But you want to see?
Yeah, show me.
And he'll grab another vial from behind his little tabletop there, and he takes the little vial and he pops the cap on it and he sticks his finger in it and he goes and makes a little toot sound as he squishes the slime in the bottle, and then he puts the lid back on. He's like, I know it's really silly, but I think it's fun to do. So
all right then.
Fart sounds.
You put that. That's also a market that I'm trying to kick off. I think people really enjoy that.
That could come in handy.
Strangely satisfying slime.
Yeah. And if you do the herbalism stuff to it, it can heal you. It doesn't really smell like anything. So there's that. Okay. What do you want to do? You going back over to the bookstore, or are you just gonna...
I'm okay on books. You guys good on books?
I pretend like that never happened.
Yeah. All right.
Are we ready to head on back up the road?
I'm probably very concerned about Bob, my hedgehog brethren, and Susie, deceased twin of Kara, right? Yeah,
I think so.
So we probably want to save them. So that means, should we ask those owl people if they want to come with us to save Bob, who might still be alive?
Owl people?
The
soldiers?
Yeah. We should add more people
like
to
recruit
our...
help?
Yeah, and go stop the bad stuff.
If you think they would come.
Avery, what was your background?
Criminal spy, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, criminal spy.
Give me a history check with advantage.
History check. Let's see, my history is -1. So...
With advantage, though.
Hold on. 8.
Nope. Nothing changes. Okay.
Yeah.
No new information.
Might as well try to recruit them and go all together as a team. I mean, we can't even fight off bats. So it might help to have more people with us.
Let's try it.
I guess we walk back from the apothecary store to the owl people at the guards, right?
Was that the magistrate's office?
Mm-hmm.
All right, as you guys are heading that way, there is actually a figure heading in your direction. It's a Corvum. He's very fancily dressed, and his feathers are ruffled, and he catches up to you and sort of like has to bend over, hands on his knees as he catches his breath. He says, Oh, adventurers! Thank Lord you happened here. Just a sec. And he's very rotund for a bird folk. His black feathers are just kind of poofed out all over. Oh, excuse me. And he holds out a hand. He's I'm Magistrate Walden Crane. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too, Magistrate.
I am in need of your assistance. One of our researchers, she's gotten over her head. She went into the caves looking for some slimes. She hasn't been back for 4 days, and we could really use some assistance finding her and getting her back out of there.
All right.
So if you could just one
where are the caves?
second here.
Well, don't you have like guards? And I met 2 owl guards over there that could probably.
Oh, those are not actually in my employ. Those are guards from Alderwood, and their orders are, well, there's the ones that guard the jail, and the ones that guard the offices and the town, but that would be the extent of my manpower protecting the village, is the four of them.
So they cannot leave.
Yeah, we've had bandits. I don't know if you guys have seen any of that on the roads, but yeah. Keep requesting more guards out here, but so far nothing positive from the Bird Council.
So
let's
review our quest log. We're supposed to go to Elderheart to speak to the Bird Council and get the Perch Guard. We're supposed to rescue, I guess, wherever Kara was. I don't know where that was. Where the rest of her party disappeared to. / bury their corpses at this point. It's been a day. And now we're supposed to rescue the researcher who hasn't been back in 4 days. So I'm going to number this quest 3.
What about your brother?
It's a
Bob?
busy
Yeah, that's
day.
with the Kara disappearing people. Yeah.
Oh, Kara. Okay.
So we've got the escaped Vulpin, which is kind of side-tabled.
Yeah.
Well,
So we have
how about?
multiple quests here.
Oh yeah, it's a busy.
This seems
busy
like a
bunch of stuff.
side quest, not a main quest, not the
I think
story
so.
mode.
Of course. You can give me a history check with advantage with your smuggler background.
Okay.
Just to
I'm
see...
not a history person. I rolled a 14 minus 1
person.
with advantage. I'm not very
Alrighty.
intelligent at all.
Well, you would know just through the smuggling and stuff and trying to avoid doing business with the bandits that they do have small pockets of bandit camps scattered around. They will take prisoners
Oh.
in hopes of
So
converting them.
Vulpin and
into not-
Kara's party, including Bob, is probably in the same place. The bandit camp.
They very well could be, yes.
So
The same place as this person that we're supposed to rescue now.
Oh, yeah, probably.
No,
Yeah,
'cause-
researcher. Because there's... So I'm going to say out loud, those bandits sometimes take prisoners to their bandit camp. This tidily wraps up the where is Bob and where is the researcher. Because if the Vulpin bandit took them back to the camp, to the bandit camp. Yeah,
We
so
don't
that's
know
one
that.
possibility,
Maybe.
is that
We
they
don't
could
know
be there.
that for sure. Yeah. Where's this cave you said that your researcher was in?
Oh, yes, that would be the Mockton Caves. They're a little south of here, but
This sounds quite dangerous. Is there any kind of aid that you can offer us to survive such a quest?
oh,
High fives secretly to Avery.
Is there pay for
Not
this
just pay,
job?
maybe some assist, and if you have any manpower to spare, any maybe advanced weaponry, anything.
Yes.
We did almost die on the way here.
Well, like I said, I've only got the 4 guard, but I could probably at least suit you up with some healing potions. Don't have much in the way of weaponry here. It's we're a science-based town. We're not prone to fits of violence generally. Maybe there's some other boon that I could offer you. I'm so rude of me. What brings you to our town?
Well, we were passing through on our way to the capital.
The capital,
Elderheart.
you say? What would your business be there in Elderheart?
Well, we were on our way to attempt to get some further aid for our own village, similar to how you've been requesting further aid yourself.
I see. Well, perhaps here is where we could maybe strike a deal. If you could maybe go see if you could find our missing researcher. Her name is Kenna, by the way. I don't think I mentioned. I could write you a letter of introduction so that you could seek audience with the council. I mean, they don't just let people walk in and, hi, I'm here to see the powers that be.
That would be helpful. And I think you're absolutely right. I think that weaponry is probably not readily available here. However, it seems that this town does specialize in apothecaries, and I think some healing potions would definitely help keep us alive on this journey.
Well, we can certainly suit you up with those, no problem, and I'll get right away penning the most eloquent letter of introduction that I have ever penned. It'll be a masterpiece.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. How many healing potions did we acquire? Yay.
Yeah, because we did almost die with some fire
We did.
bats.
That was pretty sad.
Yeah, I think that this also was written for 4 characters, and we have 3. So I think that probably may be part of it. Did we adjust things down?
Yeah.
Okay.
There were, instead of 4 bats or swarms, it was 2.
Oh, maybe we just suck.
But you had the correct response, which was to get away from them.
Okay.
That was, yeah. Not every battle is meant to.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Skill building as a team. You have 5. You have 5 standard healing
Sweet.
potions.
So
Okay.
3 for the healer and 1 each
That's
on our
what I was
belt?
thinking.
Yeah. I added.
Yep.
Yay, more
And what's
potions.
the ability to heal?
You guys will be safe.
What is a 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, 2d4
Got it.
plus 2 potions.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Yay.
All right. Shall we set off towards the caves?
Let's find this
Do
Kenna
we
girl.
want to find the Kenna girl by, do we walk towards there? Or do we, because she might not still be there.
I
That's
have
my
good
point.
survival skill, so I might be able to track her from there.
Okay, so we'll go there, and then since she probably won't be there, we'll track her to question mark
To the bandit
place.
camp.
Yeah, to the bandit camp. Okay, sounds good. We head off to the caves.
Okay. So we're marching along. Anything interesting happening along the path there?
No.
Do we reach the cave yet?
It takes you about half a day to walk to the cave, and you have to muck through some swamp. And it's not
Ugh.
particularly pleasant, but you do reach the Mockton Caverns before nightfall, well before nightfall, and start inside the cave. You heading down in?
First perception check.
Can I do investigation?
Cave
Okay.
entrance.
17.
I got a 24 perception. What do I see?
All right. You can see that this has been set up as an obvious frequented outpost for the researchers. There's a little storage building that you can pop open and see. There's mud boots and some baskets a couple of like dirty jumpsuits where people have gone into the cave, some lanterns.
Ooh. I pick up one of the lanterns because it has oil that is a consumable, so I'm going to burn their oil instead of mine.
There. You can do that.
Okay.
There's a slate hanging on the wall inside the little building with some chalk, and you can see some people where they've signed in and signed out. And on the last one, you can see Kenna Bright Spark, where she signed in 2 days ago, but there's no sign out.
4 days ago?
2 days ago.
Or 4 days.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Kenna Bright Spark signed in 2 days ago. Who was the person before her?
That's Carl Donsbeard.
Carl Dawnbeard.
Mm-hmm.
Not suspicious of Carl at all. Continuing.
And then before that was Hester Brookmouse.
Oh, well, Carl survived, so
you
Tester's
know.
probably fine.
Okay. And you can see it's the path going into the cave mouth is very worn. It's obviously been traversed many, many times.
Oh, how far ago, like, how long of a time distance was there between Carl and Kenna? Between Carl signing out and Kenna signing in?
There was a day in between.
And how often do people, is it like once a week that people come over here? Or?
It looks somewhat sporadic, but it looks like the cave samples are taken 5 to 6 times a month.
Okay. How long do people normally spend in the cave?
It looks like it's a day. They go in, get their samples,
She
and head
hasn't
back out.
signed out, so she must be still in the cave or kidnapped.
Or kidnapped. And then here's when I ask Avery,
Yeah.
does it look like she was dragged out of this cave to somewhere else?
I can do a survival check.
Yeah.
12 plus 4 is 16.
All right, you look around. You don't see anything that looks like drag marks or anything other than some like wild game tracks that head off into the woods outside of the path that you're on. So doesn't look like anything just like broke the tree line or anything.
Well, I know from the survival training that bandits will frequently take game trails. So if we're going to follow a lead, I think we should probably take that game trail.
Yeah, we have 2 options here. Take the game trail or go into the cave. If it could be bandits kidnapping her and taking her back to their bandit camp, or it could be a monster that set up in the cave and is eating people. So there's 2 options.
We should still check the cave just in case she's in there. Call out her name.
Yeah. What's the
Sense
ground of the
anything.
cave like?
At the opening, it's a dark rock with all the dirt and stuff has been worn away from it. But if you peer down in there, it's dark and dank, and the swampy waters from the general area have made their way into the tunnels of the caves. I mean, you can see it like pooling up a little bit.
Can I
in
burrow
spots.
through it, or can I not burrow through it?
It's solid stone.
Okay, so the problem with us going in the cave is if something that eats people is in there, I can't get us out of there. Like, running away will be only our walk speed. Which it sounds like was enough to eat her. So there's that thing to keep in mind as well. I can't dig us out of here.
I just scream, Kenna. Kenna!
Kenna,
Are you in there? And I hear an echo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can hear the water dripping from the cave, from the stalactites. And
I guess perception check,
Do
right?
I hear a
Do I hear
response?
any response? 14. I rolled real low. Did anyone shout back? Everybody perception check? Anybody shout back?
Yeah.
15.
21.
Wow.
I didn't think we could do everybody perception checks.
Technically, no, but
Well, you're all.
I read that somewhere that we shouldn't do it like that,
Oops.
because then it ruins the statistics. Like, it's bound to, one person's bound to.
That is
be
what
high
happened.
enough, and that's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you
Which is
don't
why
hear
only
anyone
one.
shout
Okay.
back. But what you
Maybe
do
if
notice
she's in there, she's dead.
is there's like a blurbling squish sound, and this wet spot that was just ahead in the cave mouth.
Inside the cave or
Yeah.
outside?
Well, it's in the cave, but it was like as you were
Okay.
looking down, you could see where some water was pooling as it got a little deeper before you ran out of light. Well, that little wet spot starts moving towards the entrance of the cave in a weird slimy roll.
It's
What
a
does-
slime monster.
What does your
It's a
book of slime
slime.
say?
I flipped through my book. I flipped through my book and be like, I think that's a slime.
All right, you flip open your book and you have advantage on an intelligence check to see what you can quickly figure out.
Would that be like intelligence, like investigation?
Yes, because you're flipping through the book.
Okay. 19.
All right. You power flip through this until you come to it's luckily it's full. It was a gold piece, so this is a really good book. It's full of colored pictures. And you stop on one that looks exactly like the thing that's coming up to you, and actually it kind of splits off and it's two things. It's something called a sticky slime.
Sticky.
Sticky
Oh,
slime.
let's not touch it. I don't want to be stuck.
And you can it's a type of ooze creature, and it leaves a slimy trail behind it that stays sticky, and it can make little slime pseudopods to attack with.
Oh, attack us with.
Mhm.
B, what is it?
It's a sticky slime. Don't touch
Could this
it.
have killed
It attacks us.
Kenna?
If she touched it, maybe.
Yeah, what's the book ruling on is this
Is
the
there
thing that
way-
would normally eat people? Or is this like a friendly?
It's not very friendly. It attacks.
Yeah, it's
But I feel like slime doesn't really know what it's doing. and we should
yeah,
just
it's
not
more
be
just
in
it
here.
is. It is a creature just doing what it does. It doesn't have a motive.
So is this the sort
Behind
of
it.
thing
It
that
has low
Kenna
intelligence.
got? Like, is this her job is to go collect these? Or is this like an unexpected thing that got her?
No, the research area. So what they do is they collect different kinds of slimes and study them, and that includes slimes that are somewhat sentient. So they study their physiology and their various traits to see what can be.
So Kenna,
if anything,
have
can
been
be-
overwhelmed by this.
No, she would have as a trained researcher would have seen a sticky slime and known how to either avoid it or give it the slip or whatever.
Kenna should be okay. I convey what I know, or what I learned from this book, and what I
So we shouldn't conclude that this is what killed Kenna. That should just be part of her job.
probably
Okay.
not. And we didn't hear any sounds back, so she's either dead already, and there's no point going down the cave, or she's just not there. So let's follow that trail to the bandits.
She could also be further in the cave than we could shout.
You do notice that the slime are still making their way towards the mouth of the cave, even though it's been a couple rounds of conversation. So they're not moving fast. It's a very slow attack.
I take a step back.
Yeah.
Me too.
Another 3 rounds for his
Yeah,
life.
you just bought yourself some time.
Yeah. Do you want me to kill it with the ranged attack and just like backing up and...
No. The slime is harmless. Just Taking a step
back up
back.
slowly.
Yeah, that's all right. So, what are you guys gonna do?
Avery, what do you think?
How far back do we think this cave goes? Like, could we reasonably explore it quickly and make sure she's not here?
It is it's a whole cave system. You
It's pretty extensive.
probably.
Okay.
I don't know. I could go either way. We could check it out. We're
The caves
here.
probably connect to the bandit camps. There might be tunnels all over the place. Or
I mean, I don't know.
entrances
My
and
gut
exits.
feeling is that she's not here. They've been using this cave for a
I don't
long
think she's in there
time,
either.
and nothing. And I mean, I feel like if the bandit camp was here, this would not be a new thing, right? I feel like she was taken away from
Yeah,
here.
the operating theory is that
Okay.
the bandits captured her after she signed in and took her to a camp, and that she's not in the caves because the caves are a steady source of
Well, we
solitary, vulnerable people that the bandits, with their encroaching territory recently, have stumbled upon and have seen as a source of, I guess, slaves. Right? Because there's been a lot of
Yep.
bandit attacks
So
recently.
that's-
Like, whenever a single person is by themselves, the bandit take them. But how
That's
could
what I
she have...
think.
She did sign in, though, which does imply that she went into the cave. Like, maybe she is in the depths.
I don't know. I just feel like if the bandits were in here, like they would have been taking people from here for a long time.
Oh, yeah, like the bandit camp is definitely not down in these tunnels because Carl would have been taking... Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I feel like getting lost in a cave system is not the best idea right now.
Yeah, and my loyalty is really
Nope.
to our friend Kara that we've known for years, and Bob and Susie, and how they're like... They were in Ashboro that was raised by fire, and they sent us to go to the Elder Heart. They didn't send us to help the Corvin dude, so maybe we should tell the Corvin dude that, you want to lie to the Corvin dude? Tell him that some kind of
No.
resolution here, or just tell him we
Because
checked
we
it
might
out.
find all of
Let's
these
just-
people together.
Yeah.
I just feel like these
Yeah.
caves are a dead end.
So we'll go back to the Corvin dude. We'll say
Yes.
she wasn't in the cave. We should check out the bandit camp.
no, we don't have.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have.
We can
don't
go
have
to the
go all way
bandit
back
camp
to town.
first.
That's a day's journey out of our
Yeah,
way.
that's
true. Let's go down that game trail.
Okay. Game trail
Yeah.
to bandit camp. Maybe she'll be there.
Game trail.
And if
And
not,
if she's not, we have to tell him the
Just
cave was
follow.
empty.
yeah, the cave shouldn't
I mean,
be.
the cave, so far as we can tell, it looks
There was no
empty.
response from the
Should we
cave.
dash
No.
down the
Yes.
cave, look left and right, and then come back out?
Nah.
We could do a quick dash. We just don't want to go getting
Okay,
lost.
so a quick, like, in out, check for her, see if maybe she's trapped under a rock, shout a little bit, and then be like, come on back.
okay,
And then go
sure.
to the trail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then if we see a monster, we just keep dashing
Make
out,
sure
right?
you
That's
do some-
the plan. We go in, we say,
Yeah.
oh, that monster ate her. We come back
Yes.
out.
Make some perception checks and survival to make sure you don't step on any of these sticky slimes or any other slimes that's in here. You might slip
Okay.
and fall. Just
I do that. I
Be
do
careful.
a perception check of 14 to look for slimes under my feet, and I'm slowly backing around the sticky slime, which is apparently just really easy to dodge.
Yeah, you can scooch right around.
Yeah, we'll just
it.
make sure she's not trapped by like a rock slide in the cave, so we can just push the rock off her real quick.
and you
Yeah. And then be on our way.
keep track of where they've been so that you don't step on their sticky trail, which is probably the real catch with them.
We're just
And-
dashing in. Just to shout from a little bit in the cave so we've done our job. So we can be like, we did this. We tried.
No. You dash in, you jump over the slime trail. You could tell that these tunnels are vast. It gently curves downward, and then there's lots of branching off tunnels. And you shout, and you wait, and you don't hear anything other than the splashing of water, and maybe the slimes behind you are turning around and slowly trying to make their way back towards
Well, we
you.
tried,
'cause
guys.
It's the burble.
Yep. Okay. And then we're back outside
And
the
then you
cave.
run back out.
And we're like, yeah, that's way too vast for us. We can't do that. We tried. Game trail time. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, game trail.
All right. So, replace their lantern.
I put it back.
Put their lantern back. All right. Let's set off down the game
I also
trail.
log us in and out. We checked.
Sure.
Oh, and I leave a little note. Don't go in the cave anymore. Kenna's missing.
Okay.
And then I'm
And then we
saying that
see-
we are going to find, assuming she was kidnapped, we're going to go find her from the kidnappers.
All right.
All of that is on the log thing.
We say we go down the
Yeah.
game trail to
Okay.
investigate.
Okay. So then, Avery, give me a survival check to follow this game trail further into the woods.
22.
That's so good.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it helps that was a high roll.
Yeah. Let me get my map. All right, so the game trail loops back. At first, it seems like it's heading towards Winnowing Reach again, but then it veers sharply to the east. And as it is now way, way, way late into the evening, like sun has set, stars are up, you can see that the game trail you were originally following slowly changes into, you can see actual footprints here and there, and in the distance you can see a very muted campfire in the woods.
Okay. I think that's
Yeah.
the camp.
Can I sneakily do an investigation?
Are you gonna stealth up to the camp?
And investigate sneakily? Yes.
Yeah. Alright, roll a stealth check.
6.
Okay. Well, with
Do I
that,
do also an investigation?
yeah, you could roll an investigation as you tear off towards the bandit camp.
23 investigation.
All right, with that investigation investigation check, you see, there's 4 of the raccoon bandits that are standing up and looking right at you, and then one.
Not the same ones as earlier?
No, they seem to be different ones.
Okay.
And then there's one slightly better dressed gerbil folk that's standing up on a rock as though he was just giving them some kind of speech that you interrupted. And you can see behind them is a cart that's got some canvases covering it, but you can hear mumbles and groans from inside that cart.
And with such a high investigation, can I find out who those prisoners are? Or
You swear you hear one of them go, Bob, nobody's ever gonna find us.
Oh my gosh.
And then somebody else is like, I don't know, maybe we should join them. It might not be that bad of a thing, really. I mean, it's gotta be better than dying. But we can roll initiative, because you didn't sneak up on them.
I tried.
It's okay.
Okay. Ooh, 9.
Gorse got 4. Also, if there's anyone
11.
like, Gorse got 4.
Bless you.
Bless
Sorry,
you.
I'm
All right, Gorse got what?
4.
What? 4. B got
11.
11, and Avery
9.
9. And then my raccoons and my gerbil.
There's a gerbil?
Little gerbil folk.
I like the gerbils. I think you're cute.
They are.
I almost played a gerbil.
All these guys are adorbs. Just okay. So the raccoons will go first, followed by Bee, Avery, Gorse, and Gerbil.
That's so interesting that the gerbil goes last. They're so fast.
Yeah.
He's taking it in. He was in the middle of a rousing speech, and it's just they're in for a loop.
Fun fact about gerboas and gerbils. They have a really high rattlesnake survival rate because when the rattlesnake bites them, they can dodge faster than and if there's these videos on science and nature as journals and stuff. And you can watch a kangaroo rat kick a rattlesnake in the face when the rattlesnake goes to bite it. It's really cool. It's in slow motion. Yeah, so.
Nice.
Yes. Kangaroo rat kicks rattlesnake in face. Good video.
Okay. The raccoon bandits are gonna rush at you guys. Let's see. The first one is going to be a 14 to hit Gorse. That's not gonna happen.
Nope.
The second one will be a 16 against Avery.
That hits.
And then another one misses B, and another one misses Gorse, so it's the one on Avery that hit.
How much did that take?
That's gonna be a big whopping 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Slashing damage.
Does it make a difference?
Sometimes.
Okay.
You can have resistances.
Alright, 5 points.
And he goes, have at
7.
thee!
Alright.
Ha ha!
I have 7 left. Okie dokes.
And B, it is your go.
Can I run to the prisoners and try to release them?
Alright, you'll have to run through all the bandits.
That's
Can't
very...
I run around the bandits?
It'll take you 2 turns to run around everybody. Because you'll have to make a pretty wide.
Well, I'll run.
Or you can full dash, but you won't be able to release anybody yet, I guess. Could be
then I'll do 1 round of just regular running and then take out my bow and arrow and shoot at one of the bandits.
Okay. Which, are you going for one of the raccoon guys or the gerbil guy?
Raccoon.
Okay.
And 8 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay, well,
yeah,
I tried.
I like that you're pretty far away now, so they're probably not gonna primarily attack you.
You know, at level 1, she's
yeah.
not particularly more squishy than at least I am.
You guys are both incredibly exponentially squishier than me because I have an AC of 19.
I know.
And your AC is 12B or something?
It's 15 with my armor and shield.
I am more squishy than she is.
Oh, 14?
But
mine's 14.
My hit points is only 9. I only have 9 hit
Mine's
points.
12.
Yeah.
It's not overly different.
But I have this one ability. It's like Tempest or something. If they attack me, I unleash something.
You should do that.
them.
Yeah.
But they have to be it has to be melee. And they have
so you do want to be melee.
No, I don't want to be. This is if
okay.
they hurt me, I kind of have a counter, but
She
I'm not sure
releases
how
a
often
strongly
it
worded letter. And it hurts. It hurts their
Okay.
No.
No, I know. No, it's the Wrath of Storm.
Mm-hmm.
When a creature within 5 feet that I see hits me with an attack, I can use my reaction to cause the creature to make a dex saving throw. Or if it fails, it takes lightning or thunder damage.
That's fun.
I don't think I normally play with reactions. Do melee characters get a reaction when something hits them?
It's called the...
Usually you get a feat or something, or it's part of your fighting style later on.
Okay, but not right now.
Sentinel, and there's level 1 is bare bones, but there's lots of fun stuff the further you get.
Okay.
That have things that you can do with your reaction besides just opportunity attacks. But if you use your reaction, you couldn't then also do an opportunity attack in the same round.
Yeah.
But it is your turn, Avery, if you would like to do something now.
Sure. I guess I'm gonna attack. Do I have anything within reach of me?
Yeah, there's the raccoon that just stabbed you that was all, ha-ha!
Okay.
I got you!
What is there anything that hasn't attacked yet?
No, everybody's gone. Even though B was loud, she was able to spot all of the adversaries. in the
But
group.
I mean,
Well, I'm sorry. No, the gerbil.
gerbil has
gone
not gone. And I will attack
Yes.
the gerbil.
Hey, clever.
yet.
Yeah, let's avoid some attacks.
Yeah.
Especially there's only one of him. I feel like he's going to be stronger.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
so I'm going to draw my scimitar. I rolled a 15 plus 5 is 20 to hit.
All right, so you're moving away from the raccoon that's on you to get to the gerbil.
Why will that do
Well,
They're
something?
gonna
because
smack you.
The gerbil wasn't up there on you guys, so you're gonna have to go over to him, and then
Is the
if you
raccoon
move
going to get an opportunity attack if I do so?
Yep.
I don't know if I can afford that.
No. Yeah, and if
So
you
to-
use a ranged
to help,
attack,
like-
then it'll get an opportunity attack because it's standing next to you. If you're in melee with someone and you do a ranged attack too.
Okay, so I kind of have to attack the one right next to
Yeah.
me then.
unless you're okay with taking a chance with the opportunity.
Kind of not, because I'm already at like half health.
So basically, the setup right now is there's a line of these 4 raccoons
Yeah.
in front of you guys. Behind them is the gerbil on a stone, probably 10 feet away from them. And
Okay.
then behind him is the cart with.
Okay, sorry. I thought I
People.
could reach everyone. All right, so I will direct my attack at one of the raccoons then.
Okay.
All right. So, well, I still definitely hit him. And
Well,
I rolled.
Oh, go ahead.
I rolled a 6 for damage. Plus.
What'd you get to hit?
20.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was
Because, you know,
assuming I hit
sometimes people
everything.
do the. Oh, yeah, but if we ever get to the fan point where people start keeping stats and stuff, they like to know what we roll.
Okay, yeah.
Not that.
Yeah, I rolled a
I don't know
15 plus 5, so 20 to hit.
There we go.
So then I rolled 6 damage plus 3 for the modifier. So that's
Knock him
9
out.
damage.
You just knock him. He was busy. Ha ha! I got you. And then you were like clunk,
Yep.
and he crumples
Knocked him out.
with a. Ah!
With my bonus action,
Mhm.
I am going to draw my second sword, so I have both out ready for the next turn.
And one of the raccoon goes, look at Mr. Fancy over here with his 2 swords.
Is this raccoon from Jersey?
Sure he is now. My brothers are gonna make short work of you. And
Yes, this is official.
'Cause
All
why
of the
not?
raccoon folk have a New Jersey accent from now on.
they do now.
Okay.
Okay. It is now Gorse.
The raccoon who trash talked my friend, I look them in the eye and I go, "You talk too much. Let's fix that." I'm gonna try to punch them. The first
What do you mean I talk too much? You talk too
the
much.
first roll is a 14 plus 5 is 19.
That'll hit.
The first roll does 3 plus 3 is 6 bludgeoning damage, and I pop him in the cheek.
Oh, right in the kisser. That wasn't nice.
Do they go down?
No, not
Okay,
yet.
I punch him again. 19 plus 5 is 24 to hit. And again, a 3 plus 3 is 6 bludgeoning damage. Pow, pow.
And he seems like he's about to say something else, but you hit him again and he crumples. Falls.
You were saying?
He twitches. It is now.
I'm gonna also
Yes.
move in front of Avery. Like, not more than 5 feet of movement, just like positioning myself so maybe someone will attack me instead of him.
Okay. You scooch over there.
And I end my turn.
Okay. From his position on the big rock in the middle of the campsite, the gerbil goes, "Oh, I don't know if I get paid enough for this." And he's gonna leap down and
The anticipation.
sorry. Deciding what he's gonna do. He will pull his 2 daggers and leap towards. There's just the 2 of you up there. So it's gonna be. Yeah, it'll be Gorse, because Gorse, you just
Wait,
stepped in
he
front
can
of.
pull 2 daggers at once?
Yeah.
What class is he?
The dual wielder is like, how?
Yeah, because I'm a dual wielder, and the rules will not let me pull 2 weapons at once. I have to pull 1 weapon on one turn, ready it for the next turn, and then my second turn, I am allowed to have 2 weapons at once.
He's an NPC thief, and I don't.
was
drawing
very specific about this. Like, it takes 2
All right,
turns
we
to
will-
draw 2 weapons.
Okay,
Until level
well, we
3, in which case I have to spend one of my level ups to get a feat that will let me draw 2 weapons in one turn.
All right,
Which blows.
we're gonna stop and we're gonna pull up rules.
Yeah, which blows because I totally
Or
would
we
want...
could just roll with this. And
I mean, it's
kill him,
up
and
to
then
you.
we
You're
could
the
look up
DM.
rules.
You were the DM.
No.
But and I thought about this for an hour, like a day or 2 ago, because I was like, dude, I should be able to draw 2 swords at once.
The gerbil is already in level 3 who has the feat where he can draw 2 daggers at once.
Maybe.
The end.
I don't know.
We're beginners, so we can't do anything.
As a level 1, defeating a level 3 is something to brag about.
Yeah, defeating a level 3 plus his 4 buddies. I don't know.
We're pretty cool if we can do that.
But yeah, we were looking up the rules on this and the mechanisms and like that. That's why you'll see in all of these fights, I'm drawing a sword, attacking once, using a bonus action to draw the second sword, and then the second round, I'm hitting twice.
Yeah. Very rules appropriate of you. You're a good player.
Action. Oh, for the love of Pete.
That didn't sound good.
Well, I'm not logged into D&D Beyond on my MacBook, and it's like being weird with pop-up, or not pop-ups, but there's a blocker thing. So fine, he will draw 1 dagger, bonus action, draw his other dagger, and attack. And then we'll look up the rules later.
Okay, so he's used
Because-
1 action to draw a dagger.
It's never an action to draw your weapon.
You're right. It's
But I will
Attack with
use his
one,
bonus
draw.
action to draw his
Oh,
second
instead of
one.
taking an extra attack.
okay. Yeah.
No, he has a multi-attack as his action, which is separate than his bonus action.
So
Okay.
does that mean that
So he's
Avery
only
can
getting
draw
off.
2 weapons now?
That means that we can have that discussion after we finish the game.
Avery's like,
Okay.
I will draw 2 weapons.
I'm already
Because-
drawing 2. I just can't attack twice the same turn I do it.
Yeah.
But do you have... Well, after the game. We could totally... I'm all about looking up rules and stuff, but just not during the
Got
game.
it.
If
We're already going
possible.
to snip this out.
Yeah.
He's so excited he can draw 2 weapons and attack.
And we have... It's now 2:00, so...
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Anyway. And he's going after Gorse anyway, who has an AC of 19, so this is all probably super moot.
Well, you can't tell that by looking at me.
No,
I just
but
look
I
like
mean,
a normal,
for out
unarmed
of-
person.
That's why he's coming at you.
Yep.
And he did miss, so we're fine. See? He got a 7 and an 8 on the die, which is with his +4s are not going to do
Nope.
anything.
That's why I'm here, guys. I'm your tank.
All right.
Ninja tank.
The
Wee wee. I dodge. And he harmlessly
2
punches the spines on my back. Wee wee. Dodge,
Yep.
dodge.
the 2 remaining raccoon bandits are going to rush at you also.
Yeah.
And they go, "Don't worry, boss, we got you back." That's a 12 plus 15's not going to hit you.
Wee dodge.
And neither will an 18.
Wee
So
dodge.
they both.
So you guys see how dodging 4 attacks and AC of 19 is better than high HP. I am much more tanky than
All right.
Yes.
a high HP tank.
B.
Yes. It's my turn.
It is.
I rush towards the prisoners
All right.
and take off that cloth that was covering them.
You see a small collection of. There's a couple of bird folk. One little vulpin, a little gerbil folk.
Are they tied up?
Yeah,
with
they're
rope?
all, and they look very scared at you. One hedge folk looks at you and he's like, "Whoa, who are you? What's going on?"
I'm here to rescue you.
That'd be awesome. I want to go home. I don't like this.
Can they help fight?
Do I have talents that are sharp enough to cut rope? My sharp claws. It aids me in combat and climbing.
You do.
So I'm assuming it can also slice the rope.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can spend your action to slice up the ropes. Yep.
Okay. Can I do all of them?
Yeah, if you're spending the whole round doing it, I'll say you can.
Yes. Okay, I'll do that. And I guess they can also, once they're untied, they can untie others.
Mm-hmm.
It helps,
It's the bunny breeding math of
expedite the
untying
process.
captives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I untie them all, and I hope they can all help us fight.
Well, there's 7 in here. 5 of them just look like scrawny farmer types.
Okay.
Well,
They
not
can hide in
but
yeah.
probably more of the like green bean growing types than the.
Farmers are actually really
wasn't gonna
strong
go there.
compared to city people.
Yeah, that's why I switched to like green beans, like something small. But they're like they might be proficient in pitchfork.
Oh yeah, you got to be proficient in weapons.
Yeah, much like in regular D&D, there are commoners, and they're about as good as. I mean, they're great for fodder.
Oh no!
If you just wanted to throw unskilled people into battle.
Bee, you got us meat
Well,
shields.
okay, well,
I mean,
no. Those 5 that looks a little scrawny, they can hide in a corner, or look for weapons to throw to those other people that can wield them.
Yeah.
You said there's 7 total. 5 of them are scrawny, and 2 of them are.
One's a hedge folk that you've seen
It's
one
Bob.
hedge folk do some pretty decent damage. Don't know what this one's skill sets are, but
Is it
stands to
Bob?
reason. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm Bob. But how'd you know my name? That's so weird.
I met your sister, Gorsh.
Of course, is
I'm a girl.
boy, right? You are a girl?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, I thought you were a boy. Okay.
And then what's the other one?
The other one is Susie.
Oh, she's not dead.
Twin.
Not dead.
Sister.
She looks really injured, though.
Kara's gonna be so happy that
Oh,
you're not
no.
dead, Susie.
Yeah. I'd love to see Sue or Kara. Ah.
Just look in a mirror. Oh, ba-dum-tsh.
Yeah. All right. So you freed some people. And Avery.
All right. I have both swords out. It looks like who else within reach of me right now?
There are 2 raccoon bandits, and the
And the
gerbil
gerbil?
is just on the other side of Gorsh.
Okay. Can I reach all 3 or just the raccoons?
Just the raccoons right now.
Just the raccoons? All right. I'm going to target my first attack at one of the raccoons then.
Okay.
All right. I rolled an 18 plus 5 is 23.
That will hit.
Ooh, only deal 2 plus 3 is 5 damage. Still standing, right?
Oh, man, that hurt.
All right. I better swing at him again. All right. Oh, that only is 10. Does that hit?
10 does not hit.
Ooh, all right.
Watch where you swinging that thing, man.
Oh, this is
It's
not a
mocking
successful
you.
turn.
Are you gonna trash talk back?
It's not really my style.
With those sword skills, you should go into magic. Might be more up your alley. And
Wow.
Avery flourishes them and glares.
Oh my gosh.
Of course.
Yeah.
You hear this? You hear Bob?
Bob?
You heard him.
Sweet.
He's just
I'm gonna go get Bob. I'm gonna punch my way to Bob.
Focus.
okay.
Yes. How many raccoons are still up?
2.
There's 2 raccoons in the gerbil, but one of the raccoons looks real bad, even though he's smack talking.
I'm gonna try to punch that real bad looking, smack talk looking raccoon first, and then go for, I think the gerbil's standing next to me, right? So,
yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try to take down the injured one first with a punch of 12 plus 5 is 17 to hit.
Yeah, that
and
hits.
I'm going to punch it for 2 plus 3 is 5 damage.
You knock him right out.
Second attack goes to the gerbil. 12 plus 5 is 17 to hit. And 2 plus 3 is 5. Pow-pow!
All right. His gerbil's looking rough.
Good.
But he's not
And
down.
I try to position... How many are up?
It's
one raccoon and the gerbil.
One.
Okay, so closer to them than Avery if possible.
And the last raccoon is like, I just want you all to know that not all of us just say mean things all the time. That's like, don't want a stereotype to start here.
Okay.
I still am going to try to defeat you, but we're not all mean.
No. All right, you seem less bad. We can maybe go for beers later. You're not all bad. You should just run away, though.
You know, I'm really starting to think about that as a choice for myself. And the gerbil gives him like a real rough look. And he's like, what? I don't want to die.
None of your buddies are dead. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're just knocking people out. With
okay.
happy
It is
dreams.
The German. The German is going to try to. He's gonna say, Amadi, you better shut up. Get to sitting. And we got a natural 20 to attack Gorse, and then the other one doesn't hit, so it's fine. It was an 11 one. But the natural 20. Aw, so sad. That is 5 points of slashing damage. Oh, wait, no, sorry. 6 points of piercing damage from his dagger.
I go down from 8 to
As he,
2.
ha!
And I go, oh, and there's a dagger. Is it still in me? Am I clutching the dagger? Or did they pull it back out?
We'll say pulled it back
Oh,
out.
I'm clutching
real fast, like,
I'm clutching a bloody mark in my lower left abdomen. I'm bleeding, and in between my fingers spurts some blood. It's not good, guys.
It's a bad time. And then, the raccoon bandit is gonna go. Yeah, listen, I can tell when my goose is cooked, definitely. And he's gonna like put his hands up and toss down his short sword and just put his hands up and just be like, I don't want to let that. I like my face just the way it is, so I'm gonna sit down right here. And sorry, boss.
All right.
And B, what do you do?
Okay, so the person that's Susie, who's hit damaged, I will cure wounds. Do cure wounds.
Oh, thank you so much. That feels so much better. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not rolling. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
it's fine. You used it. It's fine.
The healer doesn't actually want to talk to you. Just like, ugh, be healed.
Yeah. She looks even more like Kara now that she's got some life back in her. Do you want to move away from him or anything, or you just?
It's just the gerbil left, right? I guess I can shoot an arrow at him.
Sure, yeah.
Try that again. Okay, let's see.
Don't hit me.
14 to hit.
That hits.
Yay! Finally, and it does 1d8 2 damage. Oh no, 3 damage. 1d8 plus 1. It was 1d8 minus 1. Why is it minus 1?
Do you have a negative strength or something?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay, so 1 damage.
All right.
What is going on?
He goes,
Wait, why would it be strength? Isn't a bow dex?
It's my dex. My dex is minus 1.
Oh man, that's probably why you missed earlier.
He kind of got like a little ting in his back and was like, "Ow, what was that?" And
well, there's that.
And then Avery.
All right, I
Kill him.
I go up to him and I swing both swords at him.
Okay.
So first roll to hit. 9. Does that hit?
That does not hit.
Second one is 16. Does that hit?
That does hit.
All right, and that deals 5 plus 3 is 8.
That is just enough.
What?
Whack him upside the head. Or is it a killing blow, or are you trying not to kill?
No, I'm trying not to kill.
Okay. Yes. You, at the last second, flip it to the broadside, and we'll give him a good whack in the side of the head. And there's a little crack sound, but not like a skin crawly one. And he kind of flips over himself.
All right.
And is unconscious.
Gorse, you want to bury him up to his neck?
Blood comes out. Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, Bee, do you want to do a little cure wounds over here too?
Yep. And I cure wounds.
I also use second wind here myself to restore my own hit points.
Oh, second wind is great. I wish I had that.
It's such a great skill.
Yeah.
Bee, how many hit points do I gain?
6.
Sweet.
Plus...
Back to full.
Okay, that's good. Okay, good. I think I add something to it, but it's full. Okay, good.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
I'm back to full. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm clear my throat. No more blood comes out. Wipe it off my face. I'm fine. Yeah. And I bury multiple mapaches and a jerboa up to their neck in the soil. Except the one that's just hanging out. I'm like, hey, I pat them on the shoulder. I'm like, just get out of here.
Hey, whoa.
Whoa. I mean, really? Because that'd be really...
One second.
What?
Oh, Avery? Yeah. What's up?
Yeah. Wait, is... This guy's your boss, right?
For this outing, yeah. That's who I was reporting to.
Where... Have you also seen a fox lady?
You mean, Captain Meriden?
Yeah, what's up with her?
Is she around here? Oh, don't know. You might want to go ahead and just kill me then, too, because, yeah. She doesn't really take kindly to us, not doing what we're supposed to be doing.
We're not killing anybody.
Oh, well, could you just do me a favor then and just bury me also into the dirt so I look like I also fought yous?
Yes.
And then maybe just make sure my party also thinks that I was also against yous? That'd be great.
Yeah, we can do that. All right, so
yeah,
she's around
if I'm
here.
just out. Well, she's generally in this general area, yeah, that's...
Okay. Do you know anything about a scientist that went missing?
What's a scientist?
She's a lady that picks up slime.
Oh, that sounds like a nasty job. I wouldn't want that job. That sounds rough.
She went missing from a cave around here.
I don't like them caves. The spooky.
Yeah?
Spooky caves. There are all kind of squishy sounds in them caves. I wouldn't go in.
Do you know where the lady went?
I honestly, friend, I do not.
Oh, no.
We got this crew from the Ash Barrow, and we were just gonna take them back and try to recruit them.
Okay.
Oh, no. Well, crew, I look up and I see Bob.
Okay.
Bob! I run forward.
Gosh!
The hedgehog's dilemma. Too close, and it hurts.
Aww.
Well, no, your bellies don't have
It's a
it.
famous expression.
Soft bellies.
You should watch Evangelion. The hedgehog's dilemma. It's a metaphor for how humans can't get too close as well. But hilariously, we prick each other as we hug.
Okay.
I'm so glad you're safe.
Yeah. I hold my ouchies from hugging. Yeah, I'm so glad you're safe. I found you.
Let's get out of the bandit camp. Let's head back to town. Fill in the... Not mayor. What was his title?
Magistrate.
Let's fill in the magistrate and everything that happened here. And
well, now we have a person transporting apparatus. Right?
do we?
Yeah, but if you could just bury me with my friends here,
yes,
that'd be
yes,
great.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Of course,
please. Because if the captain catches me, it's gonna be bad for me.
But so we buried them because we couldn't transport them last time, but now we have this handy dandy slave cage. So, do we want to just put them in there and drag them back to town?
Oh, we could. They have a jail.
So we'll knock you out.
here's
Okay, buddy?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, good compromise. Just knock me out, and the results will be
All
a
right,
surprise.
close
Oh
your
no,
eyes.
look over there! And I distract him,
Oh, what?
and I punch him in the head.
Wow.
All right.
He could just pretend to be knocked out. He didn't have to
Whoops.
actually be knocked out.
We
He's
believe
not
in
very
being
smart.
thorough. All right, we pile everybody into the slave cage and transport them back to town.
And all the farmers and
Oh, you guys can
all
walk.
these, we have a lot of men. We can all pull that cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have plenty of manpower to pull the cart.
For safety, you guys need to stay with us until we get you back to a town. So we're going to take you to Winnowing Reach, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, I'd like that very much.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. So our adventurers head back to Winnowing Reach, bandits in hand, having saved some town folk and Gorsh's brother, Kara's sister, and are going to turn the bandits over to the perch guard for processing. So join us next time to see if anybody ever goes and finds that missing researcher. And do the adventurers make it to the Alderheart and get counsel from the bird folk? Find out next time.
Can we get the letter?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Oh, like we're continuing?
Well, just you can put this part in anywhere that you want to. Just reorder it, and so you make it back to town. You get your letter of introduction. You turn the bad guys over to the bird folk. Perch guard.
And we're sorry, but something got Kenna and either dragged her deeper into the cave or ate her entirely because she's not in the outer caves. Sorry.
She could have been disintegrated with slime acid.
But we checked. And we also checked the bandit camp for her. So I feel like it's fair that we're getting the letter.
Well, it breaks my heart, but I understand. We'll just have to shut down the caves for a while until we can get someone to come and clean out some of the more vicious slimes. You did your best, and I appreciate it. He kind of wipes a tear from his eye. But here's your letter. It's a great one if I say so myself.
I hand it to Avery.
I'll hold on to that.
It's sealed. It looks very nice. All right. So now join us next time to see what happens when the party makes it to Alderheart. This has been the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast Humblewood bonus campaign with with Gorse,
Bye-bye!
Avery,
Till next time.
and Beeee.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. You can find more adventures on Amazon.com in the bookstore Fire Breathing Kittens, all one word, podcast. We also have official merchandise on Redbubble.com. Go to Redbubble.com and search for works from your favorite characters such as Frath, Amonist, Azreen, and more.